Welcome to the Drama Dose, episode 2,
where we keep it real,
keep it spicy,
and just dramatic enough to keep you guys coming back.
I'm Super Ashley.
And I'm Queen Carlene.
Let's go, girls. Carlene, we're back.
I can honestly, you guys, I'm shocked that we're on episode 2.
No, like this is a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Not only did we do a thing, no millennial pun intended, but we also kept doing it.
Like literally, this is like diabolical for us that we made it past a concept and then we executed the concept
and we kept it going.
And now we're on part 2 of the concept.
The concept is concepting.
Okay, right? Oh my God.
So you might think, wow, the girls are back. But I'm going to say we never actually parted ways. We've spent so much time together in the past couple weeks.
No, like literally, I'm surprised we're not sick of each other. Ashley's like on the verge of about to cuss me out, but it's fine.
We're getting a little snippy.
Okay, right.
But one of us is on our period.
Okay. Okay. Hey, right.
And the other one is a Sagittarius.
I don't know. I know. That's true. That's true. You're just like extra spicy. But you know what? It makes me feel a little bit better because you've been spicy towards everybody, not just me.
Yeah, no. You know what it is?
You're just taking it out on me.
The closer we get, the spicier I get. Like,
yeah.
I'm the meanest to the people I love the most.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you should feel
I'm not
really
used.
honored.
I do low key, but like I'm also like,
scared.
damn. Can I get a little? Can you like ease me into it, or you know? But seriously, we need to recap you guys because it has been a very eventful
2 weeks.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Like 3 since we actually recorded.
I know, which is wild.
Yeah.
I know, it's so crazy to
so
think
much
about.
has happened. We had a staycation in the city. We had a girls' road trip down to North Carolina.
Ooh, that road trip was crazy.
We have so much to update you on in the midst of our segments, but also let's just like talk about what's been happening.
Literally so much.
Okay, Carlene, did you watch the Super Bowl?
I didn't because you were driving.
We actually did not watch the Super Bowl because we were driving back from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And it was day 1 of Carlene's cycle and she was out for the count. So I did indeed do the entire 10-hour drive.
I literally was like, the whole time I was like, oh my God, Ashley's going to kill me.
She was like dozing off of like in and out of sleep and being like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry.
I literally, you guys, if you do not know, I have PCOS. And so I have a really bad first day cycle. And I'm like literally like MIA for at least 10 hours and then I'm fine. And those 10 hours.
Unfortunately, those 10 hours were the exact 10 hours of our road trip.
Literally, like literally the exact 10 hours. You know what's funny is I was in and out of sleep and I would wake up and low key every once in a while you were like passing somebody and I'm like, we might die right here, but it is what it is.
You thought I was just as asleep as you.
No, literally, I was like, it is what it is. Like, it's my fault.
No. Honestly, I really enjoyed driving, so it was not a problem. I was exhausted by the time we got home.
Yeah.
But it was fine. I had fun. We were listening to me and Kelly. Kelly came with us on our road trip, but Kelly is a really bad driver.
No, like
self-proclaimed.
Honestly, she said it. You guys like, no, I've seen it in I've been a witness and we would have died if Kelly drove.
Anyway, so I took one for the team. I did the whole drive, but Kelly was with us on a road trip and we forced Carlene in the Airbnb to watch Wicked and she loved it.
I love it, you guys. Like, so I absolutely love it.
So we listened to the whole soundtrack on the road trip back.
Because they were trying to get me to listen to it on the way down. I was like, I don't know what any of this is. Like, this is annoying.
She was like, just let me watch the movie first and then I'll get into it. And she was really into it.
And now I get it. Popular.
I'm gonna be popular.
Okay, but I'm low-key offended that you guys told me that I was Galinda or Glinda, whatever the hell. I know she like changed her name halfway through.
You're like
I'm like a mix.
Yeah, you are a Glinda vibe with an Elphaba heart.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Like everybody thinks
like, patriarchy.
Yeah,
take down the system.
Yeah,
but you know, in your cutesy little dress.
The majority of people like
and
me,
manipulating men along the way.
You know, I feel like the majority of people. I'm not going to say I'm popular, but I was one of those people in high school that like didn't have like a core friend group because I like kind of mixed and mingled with all of them.
I mean, that's still kind of you have like so many different friend groups now because
that's true.
You've become friends with everybody.
I like to just I like to keep the variety is the spice of life. Sometimes I like a little spicy, but sometimes when it's too hot for the spice, aka you. I'm like, let me get some bland pepper, okay?
Yeah, like, give me my sour cream right now.
Oh, I love some sour cream.
I know, that's why I said that.
Okay, right? You guys, if you ever go out to eat with me, which, I mean, I don't know when that would happen, but if you do,
She's ordering like 4 sides of
minimum.
sour cream.
Minimums, no, 4, I would say 4 sauces, minimum.
Oh yeah, you're a condiment queen.
I'm like I would probably lose at least 15 pounds if I stopped eating condiments. But is that ever gonna happen? No.
Like you said, variety is the spice of life.
Like absolutely not. Like okay, I can't take it with me when I go, so I want to taste it now. Spoken like a true tourist.
Yes, Carlene. Now that you've seen the Super Bowl halftime show, how do you feel?
Okay, so yeah, like Ashley said, we were driving during the Super Bowl and I was kind of avoiding it. I don't even know why. I actually like football, but I was kind of avoiding it because I was like, this is a blowout game. Like I knew Kendrick and SZA were on, but I had it with like a little flavor. Which is like not like me. I was like Kendrick and SZA. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I knew that they were performing. What the hell? Okay.
Yo, the ADHD is rampant.
Okay,
right
yeah.
now, you guys.
Okay, right. By the way, wait.
What?
Can we just say that we're almost to 100 subscribers?
God bless.
Bless all of you who are watching on YouTube.
Wow.
And if you're listening on...
Wait, no, also like quick sidebar.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening,
like,
watching.
Why are we not saying thank you?
No, because we've been a lot of places in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And like everybody that we've seen has like complimented the podcast. I've gotten so many like comments and DMs on my own page complimenting and congratulating us. So thank you guys, because we were really unsure if we were funny or we just thought we were funny.
Yeah, like were we funny in our heads or were we like actually funny?
Yeah, you know how like every single friend group is like, oh my God, you guys, we need a reality show about us. And it's like, y'all are the most boring I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, like you don't, like I fear you don't need a reality show. You know what I mean?
That would be the worst television I've ever seen.
No.
And I love reality TV.
Yeah.
But let's stop hating on people.
No, but seriously, thank you.
I know.
No,
but
to bring it back,
yeah,
we just want to say thank you.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I think that about other people, clearly people think that about me when I'm like, oh my God, Carlene, let's start a podcast. We're so interesting.
Yeah.
But actually, we're interesting and funny.
I know. Seriously, like, again, I wasn't sure how this venture was going to go either. And I knew it was going to be fun, obviously, but I wasn't sure like how everybody would perceive it. And you know what? It's like when people are like, oh my God, we love the I'm like,
really?
Do you really?
Oh my God, thank you.
Why? Tell me your favorite part.
No, literally, what's your favorite segment?
No, seriously. So thank you guys so much. But yeah, we're shout out to 100 subscribers. Okay.
The OGs.
Maybe
y'all will be stamped as the OGs from
Yeah.
now until forever.
No, seriously. Maybe we should do sidebar. We'll figure that out. But like I'm like, maybe we should write them all down and like those are
Oh
our
my
OGs.
God, we should actually.
Yeah, we
Good
really
idea.
should. Yeah, so back to the Super Bowl. I actually saw people reacting to the Super Bowl performance like on TikTok and yeah, TikTok's always first. I was going to say Reels, but let's be honest, like no. And I was like, okay, so maybe I should actually watch this because people were like, this is the greatest time and like whatever. I finally watched it from start to finish and I was like, okay, I get it now. Like I understand.
What didn't you get?
No, like
just like the hype.
Like I was like, okay, like I get that it was like symbolic, but like if I was watching it in real time, would I have thought it was that symbolic?
I did. I mean, I didn't watch it in real time, but I like went back and watched I didn't watch recaps or anything. I went back and watched the actual performance.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire time I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. So that's how I felt too.
Yeah.
Like, but because I was watching the recaps first and like
Yeah.
people's analysis and I was like, but am I going to think it's this great?
Yeah.
And so,
You're like, okay,
yeah.
how deep did you reach to like analyze this but
Exactly.
it was honestly very apparent and very obvious. And I loved every fucking second of it.
I am a huge Kendrick Lamar fan.
We
And
were listening to some OG Kendrick.
yeah, we were listening
in
to
the car on the
OG
ride down.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like Money
Good
Trees.
Kid, Mad City. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
I'm like OG fan.
Y'all forget we're kind of old.
Yeah. Hey now. But no, like I love Kendrick. So I knew that he was going to be like a good performer, but I just didn't know like how deep he was going to go. But you know that he won a Pulitzer Prize?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go off, Kenny.
This is what I'm saying. Like I've learned like the most random stuff in these like
for
comments.
what?
Girl, don't ask them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's we'll do our Googles.
Okay, we'll do our This is a friendly reminder. Actually, perfect timing.
We will not be held liable for anything that we say
Do.
or
think.
Or think.
Okay, you guys know.
Don't trust anything we say. If you really want clarification or the truth, do your Googles.
We will have everything in the description box of the YouTube and or podcast area that you are listening to. So all the information that like we got, references will be down below. Do your Googles, babe. Okay. Like we are not the news, boo boo. But real quick, I do wanted to say that, yeah, Kendrick like killed it And if you guys don't get the symbolism of that, I do think that it's really important in this day and age.
Okay, let's just do a rundown off the top of the dome.
Yeah.
Off the top of the dome, my favorite highlights were Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam.
That genius. Because
mind blown.
Everybody loves him. You know what I mean? He's like America's.
What is not to love?
He's America's,
He's Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
He's Uncle Sam.
So like that was amazing, and like him continually coming throughout the whole entire thing, being like,
and
no,
also
that's
his commentary.
Not good enough.
Him saying that's too ghetto on the Super Bowl.
I was shook. I got chills. I was like,
oh
exactly. My gosh. Okay.
Okay. Also, the American flag made up of black men.
Yeah. You know what's something that I realized after the fact that like again like I started diving into different people's analysis. Yeah. People were saying that every single because at first I was like, why are like. They're supposed to be more like all the same, right? But every single person, all the dancers, they were all wearing the same thing, but every single one of them had a different face mask on or their hair was different.
Yes,
so like as in like
diverse.
Yeah, diverse. Yeah. Like America. Yeah. I was like
they're all similar but diverse.
But different.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't catch that part. I mean,
I'm telling you, people are like going deep in the deep dive. So that's why
but that's what makes a good performance.
Exactly.
Is the thought that they put into it. And then it's like, it's 12 minutes, but there's so much more.
Well, and I love the fact that it was an American flag. And then remember when like the American flag like ripped apart? Mm-hmm. I was like, ooh. And then also the fact that it was also a game controller.
What?
Oh my God, yeah. So
I haven't watched any of the recaps.
Okay, so you need to watch a few of the recaps because if you zoom out,
it
looked like the actual stage looked like a game controller, and that's why it said game over at the end. I'm telling you, her mind's blown right now. I'm telling you, he's so good.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Wait, what was the word that I taught you this week? You guys, I taught her a word when it comes to books. Remember? What was it? Or it's not really a word, it's a phrase. What did I teach you?
Allegorical parallel.
Yes, queen. Woo!
That's that.
So it's like allegorical parallels. You can like obviously find different meanings within the
same thing. Yeah, like two things can be true at once kind of thing.
Yeah. So
also like you taught it to me when we were talking about Wicked.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because obviously Wicked is
another piece of cinematic art that has a lot of symbolism in it.
I'm obsessed.
That can relate to our country right now.
And the start of fascism. Smiley face.
They're getting political on episode 2. Oh my God.
We're trying not to. We're trying our best. Okay, but no, seriously, great performance. And I think my favorite, obviously, part, literally, I think he did a very tasteful job of not bringing up the whole Drake situation a lot too. Like he brought it up, but like
he said straight. He said,
"Say Drake." I know, but like but his like little diabolical smile. He's "Say Drake," and he was like,
"That's gonna be my favorite meme for the rest of time."
No, literally, with his little bell bottoms on. I was like, "Okay, Kendrick."
I actually texted Rebecca this right after I watched it. I said, "Nothing unifies America more than collectively making fun of a Canadian."
Oh my God, that's so true. We love you though, Canada. I know. Also, we need your power right now. We need your power. We don't want the tariffs either.
But y'all Canadians do it to us too.
Okay,
but
I do love some poutine though.
Listen, us making fun of the Brits or the Canadians it's the only thing that unifies this country.
So 100%. True. I cannot do accents. Don't even. So bad.
I was gonna try to.
I'm honestly ashamed.
I was gonna try to like build on it, but it was so bad.
No, I had to stop.
Every accent that I've ever known left my head.
Look at me. I'm like, so I'm ashamed.
Moving right along.
Wait, and then the last thing that I wanted to say too is that Serena Williams.
Oh my! Okay, wait. So I saw some controversy on Twitter about this.
Okay, yeah.
I'm never gonna call it X. Don't ask me to. It's
wait, you guys
Twitter.
Still have a Twitter?
I don't ever post anything.
The silence.
No, I don't. I don't ever post anything. I just go and read.
Okay, fair.
I don't ever tweet.
I don't even remember why I deleted. I was like, this is stupid. I'm
probably
like,
to not support. Okay,
honestly,
anyway.
no. It was before that.
Oh, okay.
I honestly, because I just think of Twitter as like people's diaries, like their inner thoughts. Like I don't care what you're feeling right now.
The Taurus has spoken.
So I found myself never using it, and I was like, I don't.
No, I'd never tweet anything. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway,
but on Twitter, they were saying like this is like hung up on your ex behavior because like she's married now and she got on the Super Bowl, the biggest show of the year, and
you think that she's hung up on him?
Well, no, this is just what people were saying. Like this is corny like ex behavior because you're married now and you're
Drake lovers
and you're crip walking to a diss track about your ex man.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't act like you wouldn't do the same damn thing if your ex-boyfriend's current rival was like, "Hey, boo, I'm about to perform at the Super Bowl. Do you want to crip walk real quick? Because I'm trying to make a point."
But I think it's
you'd
honestly,
be like, "Hell yeah!"
I don't think it's about Drake at all.
I don't think it was about Drake.
No,
I don't think it was about Drake.
Serena Williams is also from LA. This was like,
with the allegorical parallels, two things can be true at once, right? So like, she's from LA, but do you know that she did something similar on one of her own, like when she won one of her matches once and she got fined. So so it was kind of also a statement like, okay, F you, I'm doing it again and I'm not going to get fined on national television.
In her cutie little tennis skirt and everything.
So cute.
No, but I stan Serena. I stan Kendrick. That performance, I stan
Wait, did you know that I played tennis?
What?
Yes.
Is our girl an athlete?
I am an athlete. Okay, whatever.
I wish I could be like, oh my God, I played this sport. I've never played a fucking sport.
Really?
In my life. My extracurriculars in high school were yearbook. I was the editor of the yearbook and I was in JROTC.
I don't even know what that is.
It was basically like a fake military. Like I was,
Oh, you were like one of those?
I was Cadet Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were one of those weirdos?
I mean, I didn't want to play sports and I needed extracurriculars.
Okay, fair.
But we're gonna keep.
What?
But we'll touch more on our younger selves later.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep moving along. But anyway, great. It was great.
Okay, Carlene. So we went on our road trip to North Carolina. Why?
We went to go and see our beautiful mama to be, Leah Ryder.
Love her to death. So excited for her. The baby shower was absolutely beautiful.
It was so beautiful. The food was amazing. The games were so fun.
Yeah.
The games were so fun.
Oh my God, you guys, this is like the best idea for a baby shower I've ever seen. They had a onesie making station.
Yeah, this was so cute.
I literally took a picture of it and sent it to everybody in my life. And I was like, I need this at my baby shower one day.
No, it was adorable. And yes, if you're asking and wondering, which I know you're not, but just in case there's one person out there that is, we did make a drama dose onesie.
Yeah, we made. So basically it was like she got all these like plain onesies in different colors on a rack. And then she got like iron on, what are they called? Iron-on patches.
Like a patch.
Yeah, iron-on patches, and the little irons were there.
Kind of like Stony Clover. I don't know if you guys know what Stony Clover is, but like Stony Clover in real life, like in the moment.
And Leah loves Stony Clover, so that made so much sense.
It made so much sense. So like she had like different ages too, like, you know.
Yeah, like 0 to 3, 3 to 6 months.
Yeah,
like, so that
it was
the baby
perfect.
could wear them.
And different colors, different patches. So there was like Christmas ones and Halloween ones. It was
football ones.
So cute.
Yeah. So I made one that says
cute.
baby era because Leah is a Swiftie like me.
Mm-hmm. And then we made a drama dose one, and then I just made a cute little like sheep one. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It was so cute. But yeah, we went down there for Leah's baby shower. It was adorable. We went to the Carolinas, and I understand why everybody's asking for spring content now because it's hot down there.
It was like 70 degrees.
It's over here snowing.
Our hair was frizzing.
Okay. Literally, I was like, I don't like it down here because of the humidity.
Yeah. No, but it was. I really want to go back in the summer because it was beautiful.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, it's in Wilmington. Leah's very open about where she lives, so I feel comfortable saying that. But yeah, Wilmington was gorgeous.
It's right on the water. It's gorgeous.
The people were nice.
Yeah.
The vibes were high.
The drive was long, but I didn't mind it.
Well, do we have that on record then of you driving down all the way next time? For the record, I did help drive down.
Yeah.
On the way down.
You actually did the bulk of the driving down.
Yeah, on the way down. Yeah. So, but still, it was perfect. And we will insert some photos
if you're watching on YouTube.
If you're watching on YouTube, because it was so cute. Yeah. But we'll touch base a little bit on the Amazon Galentine's.
We had an Amazon staycation in the city for Galentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we've got some stories.
And we have some stories, but we want to make sure to bring them to you in the proper segment. But it was so much fun as well. It was
so much fun. They put us up in the nicest, fanciest hotel. We got drunk as
like, it was bad.
It was crazy.
I was hungover for 3 days.
3 days. I was just over, the next morning. I was good.
Okay, well, you're not 35 yet. So anybody that's watching right now, if you're over 35, you know exactly what I mean. And I had a party patch on. Shout out to Party Patch.
Oh my God, we love you, Party Patch.
We couldn't
live without you, quite literally.
I literally would have probably not woken up because I was.
And if you don't know a Party Patch, it's literally like a little sticker that you put on your back, on your butt, whatever.
And I thought it was a gimmick. Yeah. Like Ashley, we would go out to margaritas here in Jersey, like random places. If you see us drunk at 3 a.m., no, we didn't. Okay. But
especially at 3, all the bars close at 2.
That's my point. But if you, or she would show up to our marg dates with like this weird ass patch. And I was like, what is that? She's like, it's a patch that like makes you not hungover. I was like, please.
She thought it was a gimmick. And then now she's the one that carries them in bulk at her house.
Obsessed.
She had them at her wedding.
You guys, I had them at my wedding. I had them at my bachelorette. I literally cannot function without them because I wake up like
just like
it's
this
amazing.
Is not, we would love it to be maybe one day.
It's not
this
sponsored.
Is not sponsored. We just literally love you, Party Patch.
Yeah.
It's a little sticker. You put it on your body when you're drinking, and it infuses your body with like all of the nutrients and vitamins and stuff that drinking depletes you of. And you're not going to be 100% not hungover the next day. Yeah. But it will be a lot better. It will definitely be a lot better.
For example, if I didn't have the Party Patch on, I would have woken up and like literally like it would have taken me hours to like figure out how to get out.
You were up at 8 a.m. the next morning.
I was up at 8 a.m.
You were texting me and I was like, why is this up?
Okay, I was a little, but I was like, I was hungover. Like I could feel it, but I wasn't like hungover.
Like dead.
Yeah, I wasn't dead. I wasn't dead. Exactly. So yeah, we'll link them down below so you guys
hangovers after you turn 30 are next level,
dude. It's not it. I'm telling you. You know, I was kind of down. I was like, should I like get sober?
I always say like,
I'm sober curious.
I always say like, I never want to drink again. And then 2 days later, I'm like, margarita?
Yeah, literally. That's how I am too. I'm like,
Speaking of which.
Sober curious, but we'll see. All right. So we'll dive into the exciting thing that happened to us during that trip in the proper thing. But I think it's time for...
It's time for Carlene's News Network.
Hello, you guys. I know you missed CNN or Carlene's News Network. We wanted to start, obviously this is episode 2. We got a recap. So if there's any like short, quick updates that are, you know, relevant to the story that we talked about the previous episode, then I just wanted to go ahead and insert them here. And then Ashley will do the same with Superscoop.
Yep.
So basically, you guys, okay, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, it's gotten out of control. Okay.
I'm over it, honestly.
I'm not.
Oh. Oh. She said, I'm eating this up.
You know, it's funny. I was not really into the Amber Heard trial at all because I just like, I don't know.
That, I ate that
literally, I still don't know what happened. So maybe because I'm more into this one and I've like seen the whole entire thing, like, you know, that's why I'm like more into it. So what I will say, you guys, a couple things. I didn't realize that their trial date is set for next year, March. Everybody thinks it's March this year. No, boo-boo. It is next March.
Do you even think that
2026?
I feel like it's not even actually going to make it to trial.
I pray for Blake Lively and
Ryan Reynolds.
I can't even remember his damn name. Mint Mobile, but we're still available for that
Blake
sponsorship
Lively
though.
Blake Lively, Mr. and Mrs. Mint Mobile.
Okay, right, yeah. So I will say, I hope for their reputation that it does not get that far. Okay.
Their reputation is done.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, let's just come on. Yeah, exactly. Like, it is what it is.
Okay,
like,
but I will say, after we recorded that episode, I went home and literally everything on my feed was like, yeah, Blake Lively was in love with Justin Baldoni. I was like, I never thought that was even an option, but I believe you now.
There's a guy, I think I brought him up the first episode. His name is Be Better, and he went through his own like set of controversies. I know that much is true, but I do really, really like his takes. He like tried to like say he does like the downfall of, or I'm sure you've seen his videos.
Oh, is that the guy that's like, I have a master's degree in PR?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he like throws it out of the screen.
Him.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So he did a downfall of Kamala Harris. Yeah. And then he got canceled, but like, is he wrong? He wasn't wrong. Okay. I'm just saying, like, maybe his take was wrong at the time. Okay, I don't want us to get canceled.
I didn't see it, so I don't.
Okay, yeah, I actually didn't see it either. But my point is, is that he got canceled. So I know that he's like controversial in his own right. I know. This is a podcast. We talk on it. I'm talking. Okay, but anyway, so Be Better is like diving deep in, and Candace Owens is diving deep in, But I heard
never in my life did I think I would agree with Candace
Owens.
I
literally never, ever. But here we are. But what I will say is that I guess Ryan Reynolds' team is threatening Be Better because of like his videos are going viral, like millions and millions of views. And I'm like, okay, but maybe you should take this as a pulse check. Settle out of court.
I would say just shut the literally
shut
go, like shut or save all your words for couples therapy,
keep
guys,
them
because you need it.
Therapy or divorce court, allegedly. Okay. Okay, but so there's that update. I will say Be Better is like doing a great job of covering it. So if you guys want like more in the moment things, I hate to say Candace Owens is also sharing a lot, but she is also doing a good job, and she's calculated too. Candace, don't think that we forgot. Okay, girl. As a black woman, don't think I forgot about you, girl. But anyway.
I didn't see any of this, so I'm like, where does Candace Owens
No. I'm saying like Candace Owens thinks that all is forgotten.
She's like because she's agreeing with the majority.
Yeah, just because we're agreeing right now with the majority, don't think we forgot.
We listen.
Okay.
We know what it is to
I might have a bad memory, but it's not that bad. Okay. So and thank God for Google.
We as influencers know what it looks like to appease to the majority for a check.
So it's clocked. Okay, but regardless, if you guys want, she's doing a great job of covering it, and so is Be Better. Okay, that's his name on TikTok. But the biggest update that I have for you guys since last episode on that topic is the fact that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' team tried to put a gag order, which basically means shut the in legalese, okay, and filed that in a motion with the judge to have Justin Baldoni's team not put up this website of all the evidence that they had. Like, basically, they were like, okay, you want to play this game? We're going to make an entire website right now as I type of everything that we have. And that's how we got, obviously, the footage that we reacted to last time. So they literally put it up, and then
they brought the graphic design team into it.
They literally made a website, and basically Ryan Reynolds
said, okay, you don't know this reference, but what? In the words of the great Lisa Barlow, I want to go the distance.
I have no idea who that is.
Yes, they're going the distance.
I do know that one song by Cake. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. Basically, Justin and Blake had their first loss in court, like real loss in court.
They made them like throw away the case, right?
No.
Oh.
Well, okay, I don't know about that one. Is there another update that I don't know about?
That might be old.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, the judge said that the gag order is irrelevant. No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
They are
threw
allowed.
Away the case. Yeah.
Yeah, she threw out the case, and they are allowed to have their website of evidence up.
Yeah. Because if it's all...
If it's real, what's the issue?
It's not defamation if it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I said that in the last episode. It's not defamation if it's true.
Right?
If you've got proof.
Exactly. No, it's true. Like, hello, it's proof.
Sucks to suck. You shouldn't have done it.
Like, maybe yeah, exactly. So that's kind of where we're standing.
I hope and pray there's never any more updates. I'm so over it.
I'm sure there's one right now as we speak.
I just literally don't care anymore. The movie wasn't even that good for us to still be talking about this
All right, let's move on.
I'm ready for some good tea. Give me the real life news.
All right, but I may have told this to you a while ago.
Yeah.
But in true Ashley
I don't remember.
A, she probably doesn't remember, and B, she probably was like, "Oh wow, that's crazy," and then moved on. So
yeah, I might not have even clocked it when you told me the first time.
We're gonna dive a little deeper into it this time. Yeah, I was sending you so many different like real life news updates to that week and the week prior.
Honestly, you guys, I'm so glad we have the podcast because if we didn't, she would just send me TikToks about news all day long.
And now this is her way of manipulating the situation, so I can't send them to her. So that
I'm like, save it for the drama dose. Save it. Don't tell me the news. Save it for the drama dose.
Okay, so do you remember a few weeks back? This happened back in January, right before the inauguration. Okay, and don't worry, it's not political. This is not political. It is not. However, I feel like this story is not being talked about, and I'm pretty passionate about it because, hello, we need to save the freaking turtles. Okay, so do you remember a few weeks ago on approximately 1/17, right before the inauguration? The inauguration's on the 20th, so that's like my frame of reference right now.
So the Friday before.
The Friday before, correct. Do you remember when I sent you a story about SpaceX launching a rocket and it exploding all over Turks and Caicos?
No, I did not watch that one. What the Wait, I'm sorry to laugh because that's horrible. But what
is wrong with our coping mechanisms?
No, just exploding all over Turks and Caicos.
I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. Okay, so we're gonna dive into it.
What was the rocket? Okay.
So on Friday, on 1/17, the Federal Aviation Administration ordered SpaceX to investigate what went wrong. And basically what happened, we're going to insert a clip in a second and I'm going to show it to Ashley. What happened is that it literally exploded mid-air, apparently, allegedly. Elon Musk was like so excited about it.
What?
I'm so serious. This is like what everybody is reporting, okay? Let me show you the footage and then we can talk a little bit more, okay? Let me show you the footage.
What kind of child like idiot is he that he's like, ooh, things go boom?
No, literally, that's what happened. Like, are we surprised?
It's a big thing go boom.
Stop.
No, my dumb ass would have looked at this and been like, ooh, a fireworks show.
Literally.
That was beautiful. That was tragically beautiful, as they say in Wicked. Beautifully tragic. Yeah. I would have been like, I didn't know this resort came with a fireworks show.
It's literally a rocket exploding all over the
up and saw the drones and didn't know what the I think it's the music too to that video is like, why would you choose that?
They say that dramatic video was taken near Turks and Caicos Islands, showing the spacecraft debris raining down in the sky, which is what I just showed Ashley. So we'll obviously insert that. Right? And apparently preliminary indications of SpaceX, Elon Musk, if you guys don't know, I mean, Elon Musk owns SpaceX.
Also X.
Okay.
AKA Twitter.
Also X. Like, what's his obsession with the letter X? Okay, whatever. Anyway, preliminary indications are that leaking fuel built up pressure in the cavity above the engine firewall of the 400-foot Starship, which was the world's most powerful. Like, it is the world's most, I mean, obviously it's like exploded. Yeah, it was. Like, you might want to like go back to the drawing board.
Almost didn't know its power. It was too fucking powerful.
Exactly. The FAA said that there was no reports of injuries. Okay.
God bless.
However, here's the kicker. Flights near the falling debris had to be diverted. Obviously, the FAA said that for, this is back when we had an FAA. So here's the crazy part. So the FAA on that Friday ordered all, and again, do your Google, so I might be wrong. I'll put everything in the description box. But they ordered all SpaceX be grounded.
I would have to agree with that.
Okay, until further investigation.
I haven't been agreeing with anything the government has done in a while, but that one, I think I concur.
Okay, yeah. Guess who wasn't happy about that?
Mr. Musk.
Exactly.
He probably stank, bro.
No.
Mr. Musk, you stinky.
SpaceX said Starship remained in its designated launch corridor over the Gulf of Mexico and then the Atlantic, and any surviving wreckage would have fallen along that path over the water. Okay. So Starship has also said that it has been shooting for controlled entry over the Indian Ocean halfway around the world. 10 dummy satellites mimicking SpaceX Starlink internet satellites were on board, so the company could practice releasing them. So, like, boom, all of that stuff is gone. It was the 7th test flight of a Starship, but it featured a new and upgraded spacecraft. The FAA said it must approve SpaceX accident findings and any corrective actions. Okay. And SpaceX said that the booster and spacecraft for the 8th demo are already built and undergoing testing right now as we speak. And Musk simply stated on X that the loss was barely a bump in the road in his plans to build a fleet of starships to carry the people to Mars.
I don't want to go to Mars.
Okay. Also add in, earlier that Thursday, Jeff Bezos apparently has a competing one, because why solve world hunger when you could build spaceships? Okay. So Blue Origin.
They're going to get us all on another fucking planet just to not take care of us there too.
Literally. They're going to be like, here you go. Drop your. Yeah, so apparently there's a whole nother rocket that's also being, put to test in thousands of miles above the Earth, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so in conclusion, you guys.
She wrote an essay.
I literally wrote it down, so I'm like not so crazy. But this it ties into a little bit of politics, because on that, I believe Monday or Tuesday is when he got inaugurated.
Because unfortunately, Elon Musk is part of our politics now.
The crazy part about that is obviously the FAA director, or whatever his title was, that previous Friday was like, everything needs to be grounded. We need to investigate. I'm sure there was fines associated with it, et cetera, et cetera. Because he resigned, or he either got fired or resigned.
Mm-hmm. He was probably forced to resign.
Yeah, on that next day, or that next working day,
which was inauguration day.
Yeah. So like, who's going to regulate this? Okay. So in conclusion, you guys, basically, so the FAA did release a statement, okay, back in September, after proposing $633,000 in fines for alleged violations related to 2 previous launches of this exact same issue. Not to like this degree, obviously, because safety drives everything we do at the FAA. Failure of a company to comply with the safety requirements will result in consequences. Okay, so this is what they said back in September. And SpaceX CEO Elon Musk's response was swift and back at that time. He said that the agency is engaging in quote unquote lawfare and threatening to sue it, as in threatening to sue the FAA. This is back in September, for quote unquote regulatory overreach. The fundamental problem is that the humanity will forever be confined to the Earth unless there is a radical reform at the FAA. Elon Musk wrote on X back in September. And now here we are with a huge rocket ship that just exploded again for it looks like a third time. And of course, obviously for safety reasons, the FAA grounded everything. And now the head of the FAA is gone. But I will say, you guys, here's the other video that I wanted to show you as well, because now people are finding debris that was literally part of the SpaceX rocket that exploded over Turks and Caicos. So all this is literally just in our oceans, you guys. Like,
and didn't they also get rid of the agency that like preserves the Earth?
Yes. It's funny, but not.
It's funny because we're gonna die.
Okay, but let me show Ashley this, and we'll play this right now. But yeah, it's just like literally showing up on these beautiful beaches in Turks and Caicos. And so I just kind of wanted to hear your opinion. Ashley, I feel like I'm going to know what your opinion is on this. But yeah, that's essentially what's happening. And you know what? This is just a good like reminder to everybody out there that, you know, I hear a lot of people that are saying like, oh, I'm not into politics. Like, politics is everything we do. Okay. This drives everything we do.
Unfortunately.
Like, what the hell? What the hell? Isn't that crazy? So like, if I just decided to have a huge Amazon unboxing and I accidentally didn't throw all the little papers and all the crap that comes in all, you know, the little packaging and all that, and I just decided not to pick it up, is that okay?
Okay, I have so many thoughts on
like
this.
What? Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts.
Number one, what has Turks and Caicos got to say about this? Because
that's a good question.
Like, because we're talking all about the American government and the FAA and Elon Musk and all this shit, but like, hello, the thing blew up in Turks and Caicos. Is Turks and Caicos getting any kind of financial reparations for this? Are they finding us? Because if you blow up a rocket on my land, listen, that's a fight on my block. Listen, thank God I'm not, because if I was in charge of anybody's military, I would have been like, I think they're declaring war. I think like they came to our country and blew shit up. I think that means we're at war? Question mark. So I want to know how Turks and Caicos feels about this, because that's crazy.
Okay, I just have a quick little update. So it looks like there is a whole entire thing that I will link down below. And it looks like they are basically asking the public to report any debris that is found, like urged to report debris. And I'm sure that it's an active investigation. That's what they're saying. So,
secondly, this sounds a lot like when everybody bought Teslas and then all of them were like breaking and like getting locked out of them, getting locked in their Tesla.
When did that happen?
You haven't heard stories of like people buying Teslas and like things break all the time. People updating their car and getting locked in it.
Two of my best friends have Teslas, and I think they have the bumper sticker now that says like they got it before. Yeah. Anyway, two of my best friends have Teslas, and I've heard some like crazy stories, like waiting like 6 to 9 months for like a little small part to be replaced. Yeah, like crazy stuff.
This just sounds a lot like that man is not nearly as good as he's trying to make the rest of the world think he is at the things.
You know what? It's ironic. Releases. You know what's so ironic about this?
Because, okay, if we can't even trust him to make a car that functions properly, why the fuck are we trusting this man with spaceships, with rockets? If this is the third time, why are we still letting this man do it?
Okay, and that's a good point.
Ashley, I didn't even do it for our country. Go do that shit in South Africa.
Okay, that's such a good point.
Like, why are we? It's like, no, listen, low level. That's like if you go to a makeup artist and you're like, my makeup, I need to go wash it off and redo it. And then you hire that event. Like
why? Yeah, that's diabolical. No,
they've proven they can't do the job.
That's actually, well, I'm sure that he would say some like outlandish thing. Well, this is something that's never been done before, or something like.
Maybe for a reason. Also, like the comment about us being earthbound. Who wanted to leave?
Nobody.
I don't want to go nowhere,
babe. I have a hard enough time on Earth. Okay, I'm not trying to go somewhere else.
I have asthma. You think I can breathe in space?
The irony of all of this is that, to your point, he might not be as good as he like obviously tries to lead on.
Might is very generous. Okay. He's proven that he is not.
But now he's literally in charge of some made up thing called what is it?
Doge.
The
Department of Government Efficiency.
Can we just laugh?
Let's talk.
How is it efficient that the starship keeps blowing up?
How efficient is sending 3 starships into the sky and all 3 of them blow up? That's a 0% efficient.
I fear Ashley's correct.
If anything, that's a negative percentage efficient because now you got to pay fines on some shit.
And maybe we will just have to pay fines because the person quit. So who knows?
No, I'm saying to Turks and Caicos, I would hope.
That's my CNN.
We loved it.
All right. Well,
except
no, we don't.
We hated it.
Yeah, we saved the turtles.
We need to get Rebecca on mic.
Okay, you guys. Yeah, you didn't hear Rebecca, but she said without turtles, there wouldn't be any turtles. But
It's
no,
like,
for real. It's like
you
crazy.
know what
That's crazy.
You know what I call strangers?
I'm scared. Oh, yeah. People I've never met before. That's totally something I would say. That's so corny.
You know, I loved that because that was like a really newsy. Like, I would have never.
You guys, let's just be honest. She came for me. I wanted to talk about Kendrick Lamar, and she literally called me. First of all, I had 10 text messages that was cussing me out. And then she called me. That's how passionate Ashley was that I do not steal her pop culture news. I'm excited and scared to hear the super scoop.
Okay, you guys, it is time for the super scoop, and I am pumped because we have a major update.
No, like this is like the craziest turn of events.
No. Okay.
Like we could never have predicted this would have happened.
Okay, like we said, last week we went on a staycation with Amazon in the city.
Yeah.
So me and Carlene both were invited. We get there, we change into our cutie little PJs, and we head up to the glam suite because they had makeup and hair ready for us
like
in the hotel.
Literally like makeup artists, hair stylists, and so like a whole little section where we all just like hang out like girls' pajama day.
Yeah, like a Galentine's, like a suite with like snacks,
champagne,
hair, makeup, drinks, all that.
And so we could all get to know each other as well.
Yeah. So we get up there and we're sitting down, we're mingling with some of the girls that we just met, and we're eating a little grub at the table.
And all of a sudden,
I look up, and who just walked into the Miss the one, the only Rachael Kirkconnell.
And no, let me just tell you guys, because I'm of course chowing down. I'm like, in this conversation with this girl, and who is super sweet, by the way. Everybody we met for the most part was super sweet. So with that being said, though, I was literally had like salad in my mouth, and she was like and I was like looking at her, and the back of the room, if you guys are listening, like the back of the room was like behind me, like the entryway of the room was behind me.
The way we were sitting at like a round table, and where I was seated, I was facing the doorway, like where people
and I was facing Ashley,
and she was facing like basically like
my back was to the doorway.
Yes. So,
and the way that Ashley did it, she was like, no, this is what you did. I don't even think she knows what she did. She literally like I'm eating, we're talking, all of a sudden like mid sentence she goes, oh, that's Rachael. And I was like, what the I looked at you like hella crazy, and I was like, who? And I like turned around.
She literally goes, who? I said, Rachael, the one we were talking about on the podcast.
And then she goes, never mind, don't talk about it.
No, I didn't.
No, you did. You were like,
no, this is what I said. So I see her, and I'm like, oh, Carlene, that's Rachael. And of course, Carlene, this is the whole point of the podcast. She don't know shit. She don't know nobody.
I literally was like, Rachael, how?
She didn't yell it, though. Thank God.
Thank God I didn't yell it.
We've been in situations where she's yelled some names that she should not have yelled.
Okay, well, shoot.
She goes, who? And I'm like, Rachael, the one from the podcast.
It's literally already out of my mind.
Yes. And before, and like literally immediately in my head, I'm like, Carlene is going to immediately run up to her and be like, we were just talking about you on our podcast. No. And I'm like, we can't do that. This girl is fragile right now from what we know. We got to watch the Call Her Daddy episode. No.
I didn't watch it.
This is a safe space. She got invited.
Did I watch it? No.
She got invited on the Brent. I did.
Okay, well, see, that's why you're you and I'm me.
Yes. So she got invited on the brand trip. I don't want to scare her, like whatever. So I'm like, Carlene, do not mention the podcast.
No, like that's literally what she looks me dead in the eye. She goes, do not mention the podcast. And from that moment on, I
was scared.
No, I literally was like, well, that's awkward. I have to mention the podcast. Because how weird is it if like I'm literally in the room with somebody?
The story.
Okay.
So I tell her, don't mention the podcast. Then we go get our makeup done. Mm-hmm. Well, no. Before that,
if you want to call it that.
So I'm like, don't mention the podcast. Rachael comes over to introduce herself, and I didn't want to scare her. I didn't want to immediately be like, oh my God, you're Matt James's ex. Like,
yeah.
So always, hi, I'm Rachael. Hi, I'm Ashley. Like, nice to meet you. I didn't want to scare the girl or like make her feel awkward. I wanted her to feel normal. Like she came on an outing, and I want her to feel
it's Valentine's.
Yeah, like
chill. It was super chill.
It had nothing to do with nothing else,
Yeah,
we're cool. We just met. So me and Carlene, our makeup appointment was at the same time. So we go get in the chair, we get our makeup done. I don't want to do too much.
I still don't know who Rachael is at this point.
No, she has no idea. She's like, oh, okay.
I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. So we go get our makeup done, and after we get our makeup done, I look in the mirror, unfortunately. And
yeah, I fear I looked in the mirror too, and I was like, well, I'm drunk.
I'm just going to say this. I don't
you know
what?
Mean. No.
I don't want to be mean because...
No, here's the issue, Ashley.
What?
I think if we were not already good at our makeup, then it would have been... No, it wasn't bad. It was just like you had a vision and you knew how to execute your vision.
I gave them an inspo pic. I said, I am a full glam girl. Go full coverage on me.
Yeah,
like,
and
if you think it's not enough makeup, put more. I literally said that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They only had 30 minutes technically, and we took like an hour. They spent an hour on us.
For what?
Whatever. Nonetheless, Ashley was unhappy with her makeup.
Yes. So at this
point... And I already knew I would have to redo mine too, but I was like, whatever.
So Carlene was done a couple minutes before me. So she was already in the hair chair when I got up. So I go over to go sit in the hair chair, but there was already somebody in the seat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll chill. They're like, oh, she's wrapping up. Like, she'll be done in no time. But every time I looked in the mirror and saw my makeup, I was like, if I can't trust them with my makeup, I don't even want to know what's going to happen with my hair.
Ashley was scared.
So I left. I went back up to my room.
So Ashley did a full on leave me to the wolves.
I did a ninja.
She left me.
Wait, no, you're going too far ahead.
You left me
in the glam suite. You were getting your hair done, babe.
Yeah,
you were fine.
Yeah, but like you.
But I texted you.
That's true. She did text me.
I texted Carlene and I said, "Hey, I'm going back up to my room because also the Amazon girlies, they're so sweet. They were like, "Oh my God, Ashley, your hair isn't already done?"
Yeah, that's true. Your hair basically looked like it was done.
I mean, it was like curled from the day before, and I brushed it, but like I wasn't going to go to the event like that.
I mean, mine was basically done too, but I was like, well, I honestly just wanted more champagne, but it is what it is.
Well, no, I did too, and then I went back to the like main area, and there was no open bottles, and I was like, I'm not going to be the crazy standing here popping in another bottle. I should have.
That's me.
But at that point, I was like, I got a bottle in my room.
Yeah. So Ashley
and
left.
I was like, I didn't really get to do like a really good look at this makeup. So I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to take for me to fix, or if I'm going to have to take the whole thing off and redo it, which is what you had to do.
I had to do that.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm just going to go back to the room. I'll figure out my hair myself. So I text Carlene. I'm like, hey, my makeup looks like I'm going to go fix it and do my hair in the room. See you later. But I also had another event I had to go to in the midst of all the Amazon stuff.
Yeah.
I had a paid gig, like an event to go to that was paid. So I wasn't going to miss it. So I had to like miss a couple hours of the Amazon thing. But I go back to my room. I'm fixing my makeup. And I look down at my phone and I have a text from your girl here, from Miss Carlene. And it says, Rachael loves the podcast. No, literally, I was like, what?
Literally
you
the
met
one
her?
thing. First of all, the one thing Ashley told me not to do. Do I do it? Of course.
So I'm like, you spoke to her? She's like, yeah, we're getting our hair done together right now.
So basically, here's what happened. So Ashley leaves. I sit my booty down on this chair. And shout out to the guy that did my hair. So he was super sweet though, and he did a great job.
Your hair came out amazing.
Thank you. He did a great job. Then all of a sudden, the other girl left, who was super sweet. She left, and all of a sudden, Rachael, who I didn't realize was Rachael at the time, she sits down. And
isn't that crazy though? Like that.
No, like
that would have been me in the seat.
No, that would have been Ashley in the seat.
So if I didn't,
but like, thank God it wasn't. Bye.
If I didn't leave you, this would have never happened.
No, literally. So she ends up sitting down. And we're talking. I don't bring up the podcast, nothing, right? You guys, we're talking about, I don't even know what we were talking about. We were talking about the most random stuff. And we were talking about how
you didn't know the Lady Gaga song.
I didn't know the new Lady Gaga song. So she plays it. She was like, I was driving the other day. I got chills in the car. So she played it. And I was like, oh my God, it's so good. And then she played that Bruno Mars song too for me.
Well, you also were like, I've never heard this a day in my life.
No. And she was just like, are you okay? And I was like, no, this is literally me. I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on in a given time. And I was like, what's funny is we just started a podcast yesterday and this is the premise of the podcast. And she was like, okay. But I just like mentioned it. Like I was, yeah, in passing.
Part of the conversation.
Yeah, it was super, she was literally, you guys, the most down-to-earth person. I mean, she has like millions of followers, the most down-to-earth person, which is amazing because she was like, she's just a normal person. And she just happens to be like gorgeous and famous
on the
now.
Bachelor and famous now.
Yeah, anyway. So she's, we're talking. And all of a sudden, we're like, I can tell that we're like, my hair's almost done and like her hair is almost done. And I was like, wait, I want to make sure that I'm following you. And I opened up my Instagram and I was like, well, like, wait, how do you say your name?
Spell
your name. You guys, I still couldn't spell her name. Okay, like literally.
Because it's Rachel with the A-E.
Yeah, and she told me that 3 times, but I was like 5 mimosas deep. And I was like, girl, here you go. Just type it in. Okay, so I gave her the phone. She types it in. And she hands it back to me. And I look down and I was like, I literally say, oh, you're that Rachel. And she goes, yep. And I go, okay, remember that podcast I was just telling you about? And I was like, remember that little podcast? I was like, so remember I told you like my thing is the news? Well, Ashley, the girl's not here. That should have been here, but she isn't. Her thing was pop culture. And she was like, and let me guess, I was the pop culture, the topic. And I was like, sure were. And I was like, but don't worry.
We were on your side.
We were on your side. And I started showing her and I was like, girl, the first thing I said is don't trust a guy with 2 first names.
Don't do
it. So anyway, long story short, Rachel was amazing.
So sweet.
We even made a TikTok together. We made a TikTok, even though Ashley pushed me out of the TikTok, but whatever, it's fine.
Because we needed Rachel to be in it.
Okay, I know.
We were just drunk. And I was like, girl, get out of the shop.
I know. She was like, can you hurry up? Get out.
Yeah.
But no, it was crazy. So like,
but
full circle,
honestly,
full circle moment on the first episode. What?
That's so crazy.
That's
but
so
Team Rachel
Are
forever.
we gonna meet Elon next? I'm just kidding.
No. God, no, please.
Ooh, Kendrick,
Serena, SZA,
anybody but
Samuel L. Jackson, any of them. Even Blake Lively, just to ask her some questions.
Okay, girl, I'll ask her a ton.
No, Team Rachel, we love you.
No,
she
you're
was
amazing.
the sweetest ever.
I'm so jealous that Poppy dropped off the thing to her. I saw that.
The vending machine.
Yeah, the vending machine.
Cool. Where the is she gonna put it?
I have no idea. I think they're taking it back, but like
I would be like, no, y'all are taking this back.
Anyway, by the end of the night, she was my friend in my head, and
we love her.
I love her.
So,
she's awesome.
And thank you, Rachel, for being so cool.
Yeah, you're chill AF.
Yes.
And
we wish you nothing but.
I did, in all fairness, too, ask. I said, "Is it okay?
Is it cool if it cool
we
if
talk about it on the podcast?" Because
so
I
that's
didn't want to be weirdo.
So that is our Super Scoop update. We got to meet the Rachael Kirkconnell, and she is all she's chalked up to be.
And
the best.
she is America's
Sweetheart.
Bachelorette now.
Oh, is she?
I mean, no, I don't know.
Oh no! When
I'm manifesting that for her.
I don't think she wants to go back on that.
I mean, I wouldn't either. But what I'm saying is, she's
like
the most eligible bachelorette right now.
You know what I'm manifesting for her?
A fun man with a lot of money and a good career.
A partner with a first name and a last name.
Oh yeah, okay, that works too.
That loves her and does not gaslight her.
And she,
and doesn't mind that she mixes her mayo with her ketchup.
Oh, I saw that clip.
That was crazy.
That's the one clip I saw. Honestly, literally the best Super Scoop update ever. The first and best.
Okay.
Alani break.
Alani new break. We're still on our Winter Wonderland kick.
ASMR. Ooh, it's frozen. It's a little frozen. I don't even mind because it's Winter Wonderland. Ooh. Ashley, you guys, if you guys are listening, Ashley is like having an issue over here with her Alani new. Are you making out with it or are you drinking it? What's happening? You know, it's there. It's frozen and it's coming out. Do you want to say something?
I only had one drink.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, so I'm super excited for the Super Scoop because because maybe
you'll know.
Do I want to meet the person that we're going to talk about? That's the real question.
Actually, kind of. Carlene, do you know who Onijah Robinson?
No.
Okay. This is a woman that has blown up on TikTok because she's from New York and she has flown to Pakistan.
Okay, wait, no. I've seen this. Okay, I've seen it, but I don't know much about it. I've seen her hold press conferences in Pakistan.
So Onijah Robinson, a lovely woman from New York, met and fell in love with a man in Pakistan. And by man, I mean a 19-year-old. So she flies to Pakistan to meet, I can't remember his name, something Hamid, Mr. Hamid, young Mr. Hamid.
Okay.
And she gets there.
And he's from Pakistan.
He
lives in Pakistan. Okay.
Yes, 19-year-old Mr. Hamid.
Okay,
in
he's
Pakistan.
19. How old is she?
Not 19. I don't know.
I will say I've seen photos and I'm like, how old is this lady?
she has a son in his 20s.
Okay. So she's in her 40s.
Like late 30s, early 40s. Yeah.
Okay.
A grown.
Yeah.
A grown ass woman.
Not 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she goes to Pakistan and to Mr. Hamid's shock, she is not the blonde white woman that
You're joking.
That he thought she would be because of the pictures
You're joking.
that she shared. So we've got a classic catfish situation here. Except we also have a classic crash out, because why did she fly all the way to Pakistan?
Well, I feel like that's not too well, I mean, yes, with the background, that part's crazy, because obviously, like, you're not a white woman and you're not 19.
I don't even necessarily know that she was trying to flex that she was 19, but
I feel like 90 Day Fiance has like really normalized this. I feel like.
Yeah, and it's like
It's like the one show. That's the one reality show that I do watch.
It's crazy enough to fly across the world to meet somebody, but I would hope that you FaceTimed or like
literally anything,
or like you know exactly what that person looks like with and without makeup. Like you know that that's the person you're talking to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So
Ash,
anyway,
tell me more.
So she goes to Pakistan, and of course, Mr. Hamid is like, huh?
I would pay to be a fly on the wall.
No, I know. And of course, because he's only 19, his family is very involved in his life. So his family is like, no.
But wait, aren't they like really involved in each other's lives anyway? Like, I feel like that's the culture.
No, regardless of age. But it's like, I feel like when you're younger, your parents can be like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
So his parents forbid him from, going out to see her. She camps out.
Did she fly there with the intention of like staying with his family?
She flew there with the intention of marriage.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
The intention of marrying him, staying there. And in one of the many press conferences she's done in Pakistan, she said that her and her husband were moving to Dubai soon. They wanted to have their baby in Dubai. So I think,
okay.
I mean, she's told a lot of lies, but if there's any, that tells me that maybe they had a plan of like, come here, we'll get married, and then, our goal eventually is to move to
somewhere else,
Dubai, and have a baby there. She camps outside their apartment because he refuses to see her, and she won't leave. And I honestly, I don't know the logistics of how she ended up on television. But
yeah, I was gonna say, how did this like whole press? I just saw snippets of the press conference. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah,
I don't have time for this.
I don't know how she ended up on TV, but she ended up on TV, and they love her over there. So she keeps being on TV.
That's incredible.
She's literally holding press conferences.
This is proof that anybody could be a star.
She's holding press conferences, and she's saying, my name is Onijah Hamid. I'm married to, I can't remember his first name, Hamid, and we're moving to Dubai soon, and we're going to have our baby in Dubai, and I need $20,000 from the government right now. And when I tell you, like, when I say this girl is from New York, like, the thickest, like, she sounds more like Nicki Minaj than Nicki Minaj.
I want to know what borough.
I'm going to say Brooklyn. Rebecca says Queens. I think Brooklyn.
Yeah, let's see.
But there's crazy in all 5 boroughs.
I know. I'm like, are you sure?
It don't matter.
Queens. I don't think Queens.
I know she's definitely not from Staten Island.
No, she's not from Staten Island. She's giving...
Definitely not from Manhattan.
No, she's giving Brooklyn.
She could be Bronx too.
Or Bronx. No, she's giving Bronx. No, she's giving Bronx. My bet is Bronx.
No, she's giving Brooklyn to me. She's giving Flatbush Ave. Canarsie. You don't know what we're saying.
No, this is a different language.
She's giving Canarsie.
As a reminder, Ashley is from Brooklyn.
Sheepshead Bay. No, she's giving Lincoln High School, Coney Island. Ooh, not Marcy.
Wow.
Marcy
Are
housing.
These insults that I don't even know about.
No, it's just different areas of Brooklyn.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. So she's literally holding press conferences, but like also low key, she's insane. There's a lot here. She basically keeps doing press conferences, and each one of them gets more and more. Like, she makes more demands. She's asking for more money from the government.
Crazy.
And more demands, but also more promises. So at first she was like, I need $20,000 in my account right now. Or no, she said, I'm not talking to you unless you pay me $2,000 every week. And I don't necessarily know if she meant like men, like she was trying to find like suitors, or she meant like just the news. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But she was like, I'm not talking unless you pay me $2,000 every week.
Talking about what though? Like, why does everybody care so much? This is like
that is what makes it so good, because I can't figure it out either. Like
what are we talking about?
I think they just find her so interesting.
Like, because it's crazy.
Yeah. So now some of the interviews, she's like, I'm going to fix up Pakistan. Pakistan needs to be rebuilt the right way. I need $20,000 from the government right now. We're going to fix it up. We're going to make it nice.
Out right now.
And it's like, not her being like a public servant all of a sudden.
Okay, wait.
No, there was one press conference where she comes in and she's like naming all of her family members. She's like, my son's name is blah blah blah, and his father's name is blah blah blah, and they all need $5,000 in their account. She said, and Kiki, we're gonna give her $20,000 right now. I'm like, she's looking out for the blog. Okay, she's looking out for her people. We love it. We love to see
any of these people like spoken up?
Yes. So her son did come out and say that his mom does suffer from mental health issues, which is really sad.
Okay, that's sad.
Yeah. So
I'm like trying to not to smile.
It's just it's awkward. Entertaining, and I do hope she gets the help I'm just glad.
What kind did he specify?
I think he said bipolar.
Okay, so not to like go on a side tangent, but I have had somebody very, very close to me have a what you would call a classic crash out with bipolar. Like he wasn't diagnosed, but then he became diagnosed. Yeah, and I was like, this is like classic bipolar.
Yeah.
And nobody believed me, and then after he like went into rehab for it, like then everybody suddenly believed me.
It's not rehab, it's treatment
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's really sad.
It is really sad
because they're like very grandiose and they have these like, crazy ideas.
It's like a really nothing high is off ups, limits, really low lows. Yeah, exactly.
Nothing's off limits. Like this makes more sense now.
Yes.
Okay.
So another thing
is she treats did she take medicine? She probably isn't on her meds.
She's not on her meds.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
And apparently her son said that she was just supposed to go like visit in Pakistan. Like there was no plan to like stay.
It was like, hey, bye mom, have a good time.
Yeah. So apparently I don't think that that's her only child. Like I think she has more children in New York and she just kind of like up and left them.
Got it.
So and do your Googles because I tried to do as much research as I could, but like this literally is a random woman on the Pakistani news.
Feel like
there wasn't much to go off of.
I feel like I keep
other than the
seeing,
clips of the news.
No, people like saying that she should be on 90 Day Fiance and stuff. Like,
yeah, no, I think
somebody needs to follow up. We need a follow up TLC.
She needs to be in a treatment center.
Well, obviously. But
so
then,
anyway, so she gets there and then, she's walking around with her suitcases, nowhere to go because.
What?
And then she goes.
How is this safe?
But the news is like following her the whole time.
So, I mean, I guess it's the safest way possible.
You got mad eyes on you. You're good to go, So they bring her to it. There's like one press conference in a McDonald's. Somebody bought her food. She got her suitcases with her. Then the one news clip. No. My favorite line that she's ever said. There's a lot of good sound bites from our girl Onijah.
Yeah, I want to see them. Do you have any?
I do need to show you her though because I have something to touch on in terms of her mental health.
Okay.
I'm gonna show Carlene. This is the first clip I saw of her.
I'm so confused. I have all the information, but no answers.
I fear I'm in the same spot because it really is just a case of like they're so interested with her as like a character that the news keeps following her. They're still interested, and it's just like
I guess that's what I'm confused about. Like, what is the press conference for?
I don't even know how she got in touch with the media.
Like literally.
I don't know, but I'm living for it. So she did actually end up in a 48-hour hold at a treatment facility. And when she came out, there's a press conference with like her and like her police escorts. And she literally is like, Shabana, I love Shabana. She's shy. Don't worry about it.
Who's Shabana?
Her police escort. And she's like, she literally is like, this is my team, Shabana. I love Shabana.
My team? Girl, yes. That's the police.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
oh my God, the only mental health like makes me like.
The only Salulu is the Lulu.
It kind of makes me sad.
No, it does make me sad for her. I am just very happy that she's still safe. Like,
is she coming home? What is happening?
So
I'm like, where is this woman?
We looked it up this morning. As of the morning of February 12th, she is back in New York, but she did make a little pit stop in Dubai before she came.
Wait, she's back in New York.
Yes, according to I think her son said it or something. Yeah, we saw a video that said she's back in New York, so she's MIA in New York, but she's homebound.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
That is insane.
But it's just so interesting. I love when like a random thing happens on the internet and it just like unites
takes
us all.
over the whole. Okay, but like I guess my whole thing is, who is she?
She's Onijah Robinson. That's all you gotta know.
Who was she catfishing?
Mr. Hamid.
Okay, no, I know who she was like, what did she look like when she was catfishing? Like, that's what I want to know.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to see like what her profile pic. Yeah.
No,
and then like, what did she think the end game was? You know what I'm saying?
To marry that man.
Okay,
and
but
live in Pakistan.
If you're pretending to be a blonde white woman and you show up looking like black woman.
I've seen a lot of episodes of Catfish, and they always like they're just banking on the fact that like, listen, you fell in love with me as a person, like it was me talking the whole time, so you're just gonna get over the fact that I don't look that way.
I'm gonna need
which is never the case.
No, I need a reality show.
Oh shit!
At least like a special,
No,
a little Netflix
I'm
moment.
glad she's safe because flying to any other country as a woman alone is dangerous.
Well, there's that,
especially
and
a woman of color.
There's a woman of color. She's a woman on her own, and then those countries over there have very strict rules
for women specifically.
Like very strict rules. So like that's my main concern. I'm like, girl.
I mean, well, I did have to clarify this for Rebecca. I feel like people confuse Pakistan and Palestine. Where like
no, Pakistan is a different country.
Like near,
if you guys don't know that,
yeah, like it's closer to India, so it's not like near Iraq or Afghanistan.
Yeah,
because I feel like
on the other side.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people were like thinking.
We'll insert a picture on the video.
Yeah. I feel like a lot
YouTube.
of people, because I heard a lot of people saying like, "Oh my God, how has she not gotten like murdered?"
No, that's totally different area.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Also,
but like regardless, no, it's like a Muslim country. It's very strict.
Also, that's Islamophobic. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's not think that way. But it is dangerous to fly to any other country.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't. No. I've been to,
especially with that much
Muslim countries, and when I went to Malaysia, like I felt weird not being
covered.
Yeah, covered.
I mean, she was wearing a hijab like pretty much the whole time.
Like I remember I was wearing shorts when I was in Malaysia, and they were like shorter.
She said she's Muslim, so she was wearing a hijab. She was covered.
Okay. But seriously, what if she like? Oh my God, there's just like so many logistics.
I mean, no, Pakistan. No, Pakistan is not like a lot of women don't wear hijab there.
Okay, that's good. Okay,
yeah, but yeah, I just find it really, really interesting because even though she has mental health issues, I just found it so endearing that she was like, "Listen, you're gonna give me my money. We're gonna fix up the city. You're gonna give money. You're gonna pay.
Like, okay, queen.
We're gonna fly out all my family. They're gonna live here with me. We're gonna give them money. They're all." She literally said in the press conference, "They're all gonna be rich." She said She said Kiki is gonna be rich.
My one last question.
I want to talk to Kiki.
My one last question. Did anybody ever give her money?
Didn't pay for a thing. She was staying in hotels. They were feeding
This
her.
is wild.
They paid for her flight
Honestly,
home.
Is what her name is? Onijah.
Onijah
might have found a hack. Life hack.
And I had a thought.
Travel hack.
I had a thought. I was like, who's to say? How did anybody rise to power? You just one day start talking to the media and then you're powerful.
That's so true. That is honestly true.
Why y'all mad a black woman did it?
Okay, wait. No, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Like, you
like where does everybody start?
You just declare. Oh, you know what?
You don't have credibility until you have credibility.
Everybody starts in a state of Delulu, and that's
you got to be a little Delulu for the Salulu.
And cheers to that. Cheers to that. Oh wow, Onijah.
I just want to mention a couple of my favorite sound bites from our girl.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "It's against my religion to tell y'all my business."
What?
Then one of the news girls asked her, she said, "Do you want to go back to your country?" And she said, "It's private, but no."
What?
Wow. And that is going to be my
It's private, but no.
That's going to be my TikTok audio every vacation I ever go on.
Oh.
Do you want to go back to your country? It's private, but no.
Oh my God, we have to do an audio on that.
No,
that's the audio. Please find the audio.
It's private, but no.
It's private, but no.
It's against my religion to tell y'all my business. Hold press conferences every other day.
I'm dead. Wow.
No, that actually is a good.
Okay, wait. I'm excited to hear the updates though on this one. I'm excited to hear the updates because like
I really just hope that
Onijah all over the world.
Oh,
the women and the caviar. Woo! We know who we are. I'm Onijah all over the world. Ooh. I'm so stupid.
No, I mean, our girl got to Dubai. She said, "We're moving to Dubai soon."
And she just like shows up there. Like, that's amazing. I've never been to Dubai.
Hello, dream big.
Like, why not?
No dream is too big.
Amen.
Honestly, this is our motivation of the week. Onijah, thank you.
Thank you, Onijah.
We hope that you get the treatment that you need. We hope you're home safe with your family, and we love you.
You know what? I will say, Onijah, being medicated is less stressful. Okay?
Agreed.
Speaking as somebody that is medicated
we love our meds. We love our meds.
You know?
The last thing I wanted to mention, because I just thought it was interesting, I saw a theory. It's called the eyebrow theory. And basically, like, a lot of women or a lot of people that have mental illnesses are really fixated on their eyebrows. And if you notice,
wait, no, you know who I'm going to think of?
What? Who?
What's her name? Amanda Bynes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. No. Yes.
So I was like,
I get it. Honestly.
So I was just scrolling through TikTok because I found Onijah Robinson Hamid.
Allegedly. We don't know her name. Do your Googles. We don't know.
No, I found her and I was scrolling and I saw, one of the search things said eyebrow theory. And so I looked it up and I was like,
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. So basically, like a lot of people with mental health problems, they are really fixated on their eyebrows. Like they have to be perfect, or like they overpluck them, or like they have to like be a very specific way. And if you noticed, she never really has any other makeup. She has lipstick and she has her carved out super, like it's like she draws on her eyebrows and then carves them out with concealer.
Especially as somebody that like
does the same thing.
No, literally, that's like very specific. I'm also very obsessed with my
eyebrows. Ooh.
Okay, but no,
the eyebrow theory is proven true over here.
No, literally, what the hell?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do the Google. I'm doing Googles, you guys. I was the like eyebrow theory. I've literally never heard this.
Me neither, but I thought it was so interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Onijah, we love you. We hope you get the treatment you need.
Girl, take a nap. I'm tired for you. What the hell?
Yep.
And press conferences.
That's some boss shit.
Honestly,
she said this.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Nobody from any other city could get away with that. It had to be somebody from New York.
It had to be somebody from New York.
Had to be.
No, a bitch from Oklahoma was never gonna get that done.
Never. Nobody from Nebraska's doing that.
No,
okay.
No.
Nobody from Washington State.
Not even LA.
Not even Cali.
No.
Florida could never.
It's New York.
It's New York or nowhere.
Nothing. Oh,
or nothing.
I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No. That's a super scoop.
Super scoop. We don't have a sound for you yet. Super scoop. Oh. Super scoop. Super scoop.
Super scoop.
We'll work on it, guys.
Yeah,
we'll work on it.
On for size.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a super scoop. I hope we have a really good update and she is safe at home with her family on the next episode.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we'll fucking meet her at the local grocery store. Can you imagine?
On the subway.
Eating pizza in Brooklyn.
Onijah, girl.
Hey, girl. Love your breath. JK. Okay, but for real, we hope that you're safe. All right, that was an amazing super scoop.
Thanks.
And honestly, you guys, if you have any like suggestions about Ashley's like
send me scoops.
Scoops, but also I meant like more like, I'm like like we need like an intro music for sounds for your super scoop, okay? I am so excited because we got some really good Ask Ashley
and Carlene.
Okay, so going forward, you guys, just so you know, I want to reiterate this because I feel like people still aren't getting it.
No, guys, we're
people aren't getting it. I fear.
We want to give you advice, like life questions.
Like I don't care about your outfit.
No, I fear.
I do care, but
I do care.
That's what LTK is for.
I fear a podcast is not the correct format to give you fashion advice. You can't see us if you're listening on Spotify.
I mean, I guess you could see us on YouTube, but like we're getting a lot of questions like, how do I upstyle leggings? Listen, girl, that will be a video in a few weeks, okay, on my Instagram.
To the girl that asked, how is your sex life? What the
How is it, girl? No, I'm just kidding. Look at Ashley's face. Okay, but like seriously, we want like the juiciness of last week's questions.
Give us your life problems and we will solve them.
Like whether it be career. Remember, I know it doesn't seem like we were career women, but at one point we were.
No, we were both corporate baddies.
Like corporate baddies.
Her much so more than me.
I mean, I was running the world. Who runs the world? Carlene. I'm glad we were both on the same fucking page.
Okay.
Anyway. But regardless, we got some good questions. Yes. But I just wanted, this is a friendly reminder, just let you guys know these are like life advice questions, okay? Yes. Not your outfit questions, and not like how's wedding planning going, okay? Like we're gonna do a whole episode on that.
All those questions I will answer over on my personal page. Yeah. But for the podcast, we're trying to give y'all advice.
Okay, we need to get a second mic or third mic. I'm trying a second mic. We need to get a third mic for our incredible producer. Okay.
Miss
Robbins.
Not to be mistaken with Onijah Robinson. Are they cousins? We'll never know.
Oh my God, they might be.
Oh my God, are you guys cousins?
Oh my God, you're a low-key
Get
black.
your cousin on the podcast,
Wait,
Rebecca.
you're black. Rebecca, that might be your cousin, girl. Okay.
Wait.
Not Robinson versus
now
Robbins.
I know I'm drunk.
That's when the third margarita hits you.
Okay, Rebecca
Wait, are
Robbins.
you on your second? Anyway, so I will say, blame Tart for sending me the Bartesian. But we have Miss Rebecca is going to actually insert. So my voice is this voice, and
this is me, Ashley.
Okay.
We're going to get a new voice in the mix. This is Rebecca Robbins, our amazing producer. She's going to read us our questions so that we can react.
And we actually have a few questions this time, so I'm excited. So on to Ask Ashley and Carlene.
Hit us with it, Rebecca.
How do you guys go about weeding out bad friends and figuring out how to drop them?
Well,
listen, we're in our 30s. We've gone through a lot of friends.
I was just thinking about this the other day, actually.
Yeah, and I know.
Like, is it me?
No.
JK, I know it's not me.
Carlene, you're definitely a person that makes friends with literally everybody you meet. I am not.
Not everybody. I fear not everybody, but most people.
Not everybody. But you at least try to make a connection with everybody. So you do collect a lot of friends.
Collect. Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am a self-proclaimed best friend collector because I'm the type of person that
You pluck from a crowd.
No, I think it's more so like if you're my friend, you're one of my best friends. Like I don't have like casual friends. You're either really like my acquaintance or we're really close. Like I have a couple friends.
I was an in-betweener for a while.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of friend that like, you know how
I know what you mean though.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Like for
you're an all or nothing kind of friendship.
Yes.
I will say that I don't want to say categorize my friends, but I kind of will like I am okay with being just acquaintances. Or like, oh girl, we just talk at this event. Or like, oh my gosh, like, oh my God, hey girl, how you doing, girl? Yeah, don't know what's going on in your life. You don't know what's going on in me. Let's just like hug and like, you know. And then I have my close friend. Like I have like different categories.
Yes. Okay, wait. Now that you say that, I do. But if you, I don't know.
I call them all friends.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you more like have your close friends.
Yeah. Like if I call
you're
a lot
more selective,
but not really. I feel like I've just gotten
no.
really lucky.
I feel like yes and no. I feel like you would cut somebody off quicker than I would.
Oh yeah, because I don't give.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, also
that's my point. Okay.
I'll also say
I will try 1,000 times until you have gone so far. We have lore. Don't worry, that's coming one day.
I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah, but I will try 1,000 times to be nice to somebody until I know I physically can no longer do it. So like that's just like inherently
and her
within me.
Threshold is high.
And my threshold is high. I do. And you know what? I'm a Taurus because like I feel like that is it. Like it's like boom, boom. Like somebody just
you're
keeps like
stubborn. You're like
pounding. I'm like,
yeah.
no, gonna be my friend. And then like suddenly it just like it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm a Taurus moon, so I do feel that in some regard.
Yeah.
But I'm a Sagittarius, so a lot of things I just don't give a about. Like, I don't have the capacity to care that much about literally anything. Period. That's the Taurus moon in me. We like the lavish lifestyle. So what I mean when I say that is I have a lot of best friends because when I'm your friend, like we are close. Like I want to know what's going on in your life all the time. But I'm also the type of friend that like we might talk every day. Some of my best friends I talk to every single day. Like you two. I talk to y'all every single day. I pretty much talk to Chelsea every single day. Whereas other best friends, even some people that I would consider even closer than the people I talk to every day, I can talk to them maybe every other week, once a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say my best friend lives in Brooklyn and I talk to her like maybe once a week.
Yeah, my best friend Rachael, we talk maybe like if we talk twice in 1 week, shocker. So I'm not a very high maintenance friend, but I'm like, if you're my friend for life, unless you do me dirty. And I have gotten very lucky that not really. I don't think I really even have like a girl did me dirty story.
Oh, I have so many.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that's because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I just assume everybody's like has good intentions.
Yes.
I
have
always
learned as I've gotten older that like I don't know. I've always been just like a girl's like really truly. I hate to be the it's like no, I'm a girl's girl, but like no, really and truly, I always give women the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. I always want to believe that a girl is like I know my intentions.
Yeah.
So
like,
I'm just
tired.
always gonna.
Why are we acting so fake?
I just unfortunately assume that because I always have good intentions that other
Everybody
people do too, and that's not necessarily the case.
Okay, so but wait, how would you go about weeding them out then?
Okay, so here are a few tells that your friend is not a good friend.
Okay, I'm curious. Let's see.
No. I think if you have more experience with this, then I think you should start, Carlene. I think you should give us a time where you had to cut somebody off and like why.
I would say if your friend cannot be happy for you.
Oh, that's a big one.
Then that is not your friend.
Red flag for a friend.
I want to specify though, like it's okay to be jealous of your friend. That a jealousy is an emotion, right? And I'm a Taurus, so like jealousy is like something that's like one of our like my trait.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm jealous. But like, if you can't step back and be like, okay, I have no reason to be jealous. Like, like for example,
even if you are jealous, that person does not have to know.
Like, for example, like when I remember like, because I'm very rarely jealous, but I do remember specific moments. So like in our friendship, for example, one was it last year? You got to deal with Peloton. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Like, what the hell? Like, I've tagged Peloton a million times. Like, I'm a Pelotoner. What the hell? Yeah. Like, I'm jealous. Like, why isn't my manager getting that for me? And I'm like, okay, wait, take a step back, girl. Like, it's not that serious. And then I think like the next week I got like a crazy deal or something like that.
But I will say,
but I was happy for you regardless.
Exactly.
I was happy for you.
You can
regardless.
Be jealous or envious of like
two things can be true at once.
Yes, you can be jealous and envious because you want that for yourself, but you can also be happy for your friend.
Correct. And if your friend cannot do that for you, that's not your friend.
Yes. So if every time something good happens for you, and
they brush it off,
you tell your friend and they try to minimize it. They don't want to celebrate it,
or they overpower you with something else that's happening.
They try to one up you.
Yeah, a one upper. We hate
a man bringer and we hate a one upper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if something good happens to you, and I feel like at a certain point in toxic friendships, it's like you almost like something good happens and you're almost like, no, I can't tell them that. Because they're going to react in a way that's going to make they're going to react in a way that's going to make this not as good, and I want to still feel good about it. If you're thinking that, no, cut that.
Okay, so that's number one. If they can't be happy for you. Number two, if they are gaslighting you. So what I mean by that is like, oh my gosh, girl, like I haven't heard from you. Like, are you okay?
Oh my God, yeah.
What do you mean? I texted you the other day. No, you didn't.
Or if you
like just like weird shit.
If you have reached out a couple times and they're like, where you been at?
Yeah,
nobody hears from you, and it's like, you have a phone the same way I do.
I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I was the last 3 text messages.
A phone works 2 ways. If you didn't, if I didn't text you, you also didn't text me. So if you're gonna come at me with that, come at yourself too.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's somebody
like
that's
trying
toxic.
trying to put the blame on you.
Yes, the blame on you. And I think the third one that I would say before you dive into yours is somebody that always, and this is like the worst because I had a really close friend do this, especially when I was younger. And like, I'm so sad with how our friendship, we're like on okay terms now, but I'm sad where our friendship ended up like as we grew up older. The friend that always disappears when she gets a man.
You know, I give some grace with that.
But there's only there's a pattern of behavior. So like she did it like four relationships in a row. And like, I'm talking like wouldn't hear from her for months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like months.
Yeah. And it's like, how do you even know if this guy's good for you if your friends haven't?
I literally wouldn't hear from her. I would text her, wouldn't respond. And then all of a sudden I would hear, oh, you broke up with me. Girl, please. I don't even know who I don't even know who you broke up with.
Yeah. Who even is that guy?
So those are my indications of a toxic, like this is not worth my energy friend.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think this is a really good question because there's not enough emphasis put on how important female friendships are in our lives as women. Like,
and I've said it last time, I can tell when somebody doesn't have many female friends.
Yes. 100%.
Like that's sad, but true.
Yeah.
And I can tell because
it makes me sad for them because it's like, you don't even like,
you don't even know what you're missing.
Oh my God. I know. Like I'm a girl. I have 3 brothers. Like wait,
what? I thought you only had one brother.
I have 2 younger half brothers.
Oh my God. Yeah. How did I not know
anyway,
that?
But I am like, I don't have any sisters. Mm-hmm. So like my girlfriends are like
your sisters.
Yeah. No, like, and even like my mom's friends, I call all of them my aunts. All of their kids are my cousins. Like, and that's what I want for my kids when I have them.
Yeah.
Like, I want, like, that's Titi Carlene. Hello.
Yeah. And I feel like I have half sisters in Jamaica, but I didn't grow up with them. So like, and I was the baby. So for me, like, I'm basically an only child and my mom's only child. So for me, like, I've always wanted to have sisters.
Yeah.
And so I've always went in that mindset. Like, of course, this person's not going to hurt me or like be, like have bad intentions or be malicious, because why would they? We're sisters. Like in my mind, you know what I mean?
And you know, like, I know how much I love my friends and only want good for them.
Yeah.
And you can, like, I can get, listen, I might get annoyed with my friends. I might talk a little shit with my other best friend about how she annoyed me, but never in my life. I've never run any of my best friends' names through the mud. And I just don't understand that shit. Why are you friends with somebody like if you don't really like them? It's like, why are you dating that guy that you don't even really like?
I will say, I personally live my life with the thought of I never will say something behind somebody's back that I wouldn't say to their face.
Yeah, you do live by that.
Like, whether you want to hear it or not, babe, you're hearing.
I think we have that in common, where we are both the honest friend.
Yeah.
And sometimes that comes out as harsh. But I will say this: I'd
rather it be honest.
I can count on one hand all of the major fights I've had with all of my best friends, and I have a lot of them. And that's because, listen, if you did something that pissed me off, I'm telling you right then and there.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you right then and there. I'm not going to go home and think about what I should have said, what I should have told you, how that was really f***ed up. No, we're talking about it right then and there, because I'm not harboring this shit. If you did something annoying, that, like, I treat all of my friendships like this. It's the same way in my family. We will scream bloody murder at each other and then be like, you hungry? Immediate, like at the same dinner table, not even leaving the seat, because listen, we love each other. We know we only want good for each other. And even if we fight, even if we piss each other off, even if we don't agree, it's literally all out of love. And I treat all of my friendships the same way. So if I tell you that was up, like, was that about? I want you to be like, you know what? Yeah, that was up. I'm sorry.
I would say,
or you can be like, no, that wasn't up of me because you did this, and that's why I did that. Like, just stop.
I wish, Ash, that I could say the same, but I think that looking back now that you're saying that, like, the reason why some of my like friendships, my closer friendships have ended is that people can't handle me doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they like it like makes or breaks the friendship, and they're like, Carlene's no. I'm like, it's tough love. Like,
telling you the truth.
I'm telling me the truth. Like, so like, if you can't handle that, then I don't know.
Maybe we shouldn't be friends.
Yeah, like literally, like, okay, well, I guess that ends. But yeah, I think that biggest red flags. But like, here's the thing: at the end of the day, what I will say about this before we move on to the next question, which is slightly related, is the fact that tomorrow's not promised.
No.
So why spend today?
Why spend any energy on
people that are not on your team?
Yes, 100%.
Like, it's not worth it.
I've said this many, many times. Listen, in regards to like the importance of female friendships and really like having your people by your side, you're only going to get to pick one husband. Or listen, you're probably
hopefully.
When you get married, you might not know who the person standing up there at the altar is with you, but you should already know who will be standing at your side, holding your flowers, fluffing your skirt. You should know who your girls are, even if you don't even have it and end up having a bridal party. You should know that one day you're going to get married, and you might not know who the you're getting married to, but you know exactly who's going to be by your side during that. Boyfriends will come and go.
That's true.
Guess who's going to be there to pick up the pieces after each boy? After each boy, it's going to be the same girls after each boy. So you better pour into them the same way you would that man that's probably going to ghost you.
Okay, but here's the thing. I also
that was a bar. That was a bar. Give me some credit. That was a bar.
What I will say too, I just want to like to round that out, is because we might have some women that are like, oh, well, I don't have any female close friends. Okay, so maybe the problem is you, babe. And I really would. I
will emphasize on maybe.
Maybe. Not always, but if you find that people are always like coming in and out constantly, you can't keep a friendship. Ask yourself why. Dig a little deeper. And that's okay. I'm not saying that you're like a bad person. I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe there's something within you. Cause like, I always wonder that, like, who are the people that are jealous, or who are the people that you do have to cut off? Right. Yeah. So like, I'm sure there's some of them listening to this podcast right now.
I will say, when I think back on like all my friendships, I do like, anytime I have been confronted with a friend that's like, oh, Ashley, this was fucked up or whatever, it honestly just makes me sad. I'm like, damn, that was not how I meant for them to feel.
Exactly.
You know, like yes, I did those things, but 100% I never intended to make them feel that way.
Well, your perception is your reality, right? So like, you know, you just never know.
But also, but I think your perception is your reality, yes, but like we said, two things can be true at once.
Yes,
your
of course.
There's your reality and their reality, and you have to be open to seeing both, because you're not always right, bitch. You're not always right.
That's not true. I'm always right.
You can you could have done something that you had no idea would have been perceived that way, and you never intended it to, and then your friend confronts you about it, or you end up not being friends with that person. You're like, damn, why? You think back on it and you're like, maybe I could have reached out more, or maybe I didn't have to be so aggressive with that advice, or like, like you just think back and you're like, I was just trying to be a friend. I feel sad when I think back on like things like that, and I'm like, damn, I didn't mean to make them feel that way.
Yeah, but I will say, I don't know. I never regret what I say though. I can't make you feel any type of way.
Yeah, you can.
No,
I don't like that.
I can't. I can't make you feel guilty about something.
Huh?
Like I can't make you feel inadequate. I can't make you feel upset. Like feelings are something that is within you. So it's a reaction, right?
No, I don't agree with that.
I mean, that's how I always have thought about things.
I don't think I agree with you. Like if you're trying to be a friend and you're giving them advice, or like you say something that's just the truth, whatever. But no, I don't agree. If they come at me like later on in life and they're like, yeah, you made me feel some type of way, like I apologize. No,
obviously.
I think that's completely valid, but I think that also like you should have addressed that then.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I guess that's my point. It's like I can't make you feel like to harbor on it forever, and you know what I mean. And also, here's the other thing.
No,
I don't know what you're thinking. I can't get in your head.
I think what you're trying to say is I can make you feel a certain way, but it's up to you to address it, or like it's up to you to deal with those feelings on your own, because they're not my feelings.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can make you feel a certain way, but I can't make you act on those feelings in the way that I think you should.
Right. I guess.
Yes.
Sure.
But you 100% can make somebody feel anything.
You're in control of your own feelings.
Are you?
You're in control of your own reaction to things.
No, exactly.
That's the only thing that you can control.
You're not in control of your feelings, but you are in control of how you react to your feelings.
Yes, correct. Okay, that was our side quest. Okay, wait, but we have a few smaller questions. All right, Rebecca, what's another question?
Rebecca, I fear we have a follow-up question that relates to this topic. Hit us with it.
I have a coworker bestie who turns into a mean girl and nasty/competitive in front of others. What do I do?
Listen, the good thing about coworkers is they can just be your coworkers. Cut that.
Next. No, seriously. I used to work in a very highly competitive environment, and what I found over time is that there were certain people you could trust and certain people you couldn't trust.
And
so
it's weird in the workspace.
It's very weird because you're all competing for that, especially if she's your direct coworker, like she's on your team. She might be wanting that promotion, and she might get the sense that you're going to get that promotion. So there's
especially if you got into the company at the same time.
Yes. So I think for me, I just take a step back. It's not worth it. Just take a step back.
Yeah, I would definitely take a step back from the friendship. Don't be rude. Don't I honestly, I wouldn't even have a conversation about it.
No, just take a step back.
I would just, stop hanging out outside of work. Keep everything super professional, super cordial. And, if you have to do it in increments, slowly taper off just so that it's not so obvious.
Maybe don't get coffee next time she asks.
Or if she asks you what you did over the weekend, just tell her
oh, I just chilled.
Yeah.
Just slowly
because I know having a work bestie is amazing.
Yeah, of course.
Because you spend so much time there. Having a work bestie is amazing. And you want to Rebecca comes to my house every week and we're like, okay, what's the tea? What happened over the weekend? I haven't seen you in only 3 days, but I need every fucking detail.
Yeah. But I will say, if you are to the point where you're friends outside of your job and you feel comfortable enough to say something, then I feel like it's worth it to say something.
Yeah. So I guess it depends on
how far along is this
friendship. Yes.
Yeah.
If you've been friends for years, but I feel like you can't have been friends for years because
That's not true. I worked at my job for like
no, but
years.
I'm saying like how long has this been going on that you're just still being you know, that
like you kind of have to decide what path you're on. Like what is that called? The yellow brick road. We'll tie in Wicked.
Listen, it's one of those things where it's like the girl that's being weird and competitive and mean in front of other people. That's not somebody you can really change sometimes.
That is true. I feel like there's a bunch of different factors here.
There's instances and then there's personality
so
traits.
like it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. So like is she always doing it? Cut her off.
Yes. Is it only a couple instances? Maybe it's a certain person that she only does it in front of. Like maybe she's feeling insecure about something. Yeah.
Like,
or maybe
then talk
like
to her about
it's like maybe she doesn't notice she's doing it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can get the vibe when people like don't notice what they're doing and they're very calculated in what they're doing. If it's a matter of you don't think that she realizes she's doing it, then have the conversation. If you get the vibe that she's doing it intentionally, then I would say she's probably only your friend to make sure that she can have some kind of control over you, and you need to cut her off immediately.
Yeah. She's like, it's a convenient, what is it called? Fair weather friend. She's with you or she's not with you. Like, depending on
her weather.
Yes, correct. Yeah, exactly. Literally. So the roundup is basically depending on how close she is to you, talk to her about it. If you feel like you're not that close to her, then slowly taper back.
Yeah. Don't tell her any details about your personal life.
Slowly taper back. It's like not worth it. She's, and here's the thing. The good thing about work besties, yes, they're great when they're great, but like,
they don't have to be your besties.
Yeah, they don't have to be your besties. They're your coworkers.
You still have to go to work. You still have to show up and be professional, and she does too. So you don't have to be friends with her.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have one more question that's related to friendship. So let's go ahead and ask Rebecca.
I'm in my 30s and I recently moved from New Jersey to California and I work from home. How do I make friends?
Okay, so this literally happened to me.
Yeah, okay, you tell us because I have no clue.
Okay, I was going to say, you've been around the same area forever. So I was 27 when we moved across the country, or my job moved us across the country. And it was right before the pandemic hit. And I didn't know anybody, you guys. I literally knew nobody. Like nobody at all over here. And I'm not going to lie, it was like a lonely time, especially during the pandemic. So like I leaned on my coworkers a lot because obviously I think we all did at that point because we were all like stuck at home. But
those were really the only people outside of your house that you talked to.
Like literally that and the mailman. Like it was so crazy. But I feel like that was like obviously a specific circumstance and why. I think now for me, I would say, if anything, like try and connect on a deeper level the people that you're already interacting with. So like, for example, my photographer, Lauren, shout out Lauren, love her. She has turned into one of my good friends. We live close to each other.
You have common interests.
Yeah, we have common interests. She came to my wedding. Like she comes to all of my like little events that I wanted to like host. And like even like 4 years ago, I never would have thought of like being able to host a Galentine's. Like never. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know anybody here. Like, how am I going to host this? Well, over time, I've made an effort to connect with people that I'm already interacting with already. So there's another girl that if I had actually continued to go to Pilates, she always was at the same class. And like, I felt like we were getting close to like maybe, like it was like maybe 5 classes in. And I felt like I would have been like, oh my God, girl, like, what are you doing after this? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to make the effort. Mm-hmm. And it might be uncomfortable because she might be an Ashley who has like her whole life figured out and has her friends and family in the same area.
Always open to new friends.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, you know, it might feel intimidating and weird.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, I think the biggest hurdle to get over is the feeling of like being the weirdo. You know?
Yes.
And I will say, like, the same way I say, like, people that are insecure about like going to the gym because they think people are staring at them.
Nobody is.
Everybody at the gym is feeling that same way.
Yeah, that's so true.
So they ain't worried about you. And every other girl that you see at Pilates, at the coffee shop, at the post office, wherever you're going, they're probably like, there's so many girls that are probably like, oh my God, I have like no friends. Because I feel like even
or like maybe they just cut off some bad toxic friends.
Because I feel like even when you have friends, you're always like, oh my God, I feel like I have no friends.
Yeah, that's true.
And so in like everybody's always open to making new friendships. And honestly, I can't think of any situation where if a girl came up to me that I've met a couple times, even if I never fucking met her, if she was like, oh my God, you're so cool. What's your Instagram? Like,
that's actually happened. Yeah.
You know, like ask for their Instagram. It's not your number. It's not like
that's what Ashley did to me.
Yeah, literally. That's how we're. How do you think we ended up on this couch?
She invited herself over.
I usually do. But no, just take that first step. It's not as scary.
It's almost like dating.
Yeah, it's like you got to just jump into it.
And the fear of the rejection.
It's the fear of rejection. But I would say I've gotten rejected by a lot more guys than I have girls.
Yeah, I would say too. And I think, but that's a good place to start. So like, let's say, yes, you work from home most days. Maybe you need to make an effort to go to
outside.
A class.
Yes.
Go to a class.
Start, I don't know what your fitness level is. Start, even if you don't want to do a class, go to a gym. I would say a class is a more intimate setting where like there will be only a
sense of accomplishment
people.
Afterwards too.
There will be only a handful of people. You'll get there a little bit early, so you'll get to like even chit chat before.
A lot of people have the same schedule, so you'll see the same people over and over again.
I'll say I go to I need to start going back more, but like I've become cool with like the instructor even.
Yeah. I DM the instructor. I was like, I'm coming this weekend. That was 6 weeks ago. I'm coming, Megan. I promise.
Oh, I love Megan.
I know, I love her too.
But I would say that like just even if it ends up burning you, which I don't think will be the case the majority of the time, just go into every situation thinking this girl needs a new friend too.
Yeah. And I think too, so just like choose a couple hobbies, dabble in that, make an effort to get into those hobbies, even if it's like, online book club or something. But like, I think,
and you also don't have to make friends in real life.
Yeah, like, I was gonna say in real life is a choice.
I have a lot of really, really close friends that I met during the pandemic on Instagram that now we're like, they're coming to my wedding. Yeah, like, but I'm going to their wedding.
Influencers, obviously.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like you can meet besties on the internet.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. But I guess my point is like I think for like for actionables, I would say find a few hobbies. If you don't know what a hobby is, I'm also trying to figure out my hobby. I'm over here ordering sourdough starters. Okay, like
that's a solo hobby though.
Okay, I'm just saying. But there's a whole sourdough community that you can on Reddit, blah blah blah.
True.
Whatever. Anyway, you can sign up for a class, sign up for a book club.
Listen, exercise. Everybody should be working.
Sign up for a cooking class.
Oh yeah.
Like there's so many different things that you can do, and then
it's gonna take effort. You're not just gonna meet friends out of nowhere.
It's gonna take effort
because you're not gonna just stroll around Target and hope you meet a girl that looks like she's normal. You just don't know.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's gonna take some effort. I would definitely say, definitely get into some hobbies. I think the easiest way, honestly, is to just do a workout class because
that is the easiest way.
Listen, even if you don't meet nobody, you got to go work out in.
Exactly. That's so true. And then there's like those things called like Bumble BFF and stuff. I've
never tried that.
I've never tried that, but I have heard of people meeting
like their best friends on it.
Best friends on Bumble BFF. So like whatever, might as well. People use like dating apps. Might as well use friendship apps.
Honestly, I think that's the most genius thing ever. Like Bumble BFF was so genius.
I should have used it during the pandemic. I kind of regret it because like there was one friend that low key moved over here at the same time, and like she had like a built-in group of friends because he lived here. She moved over for a guy.
Oh yeah.
And now we're not close at all.
Like,
but because she was like, oh, you leaned on me too much. I like barely texted this girl. Okay. But yeah. Exactly.
Why would anybody? I don't like that.
I mean, obviously we're not friends anymore.
You leaned on me too much. Like
I literally was like, hey, like, what are you guys doing this weekend? Like, hey, you know that meme? Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
That was me.
But I don't like, because like,
I agree.
Why would you ever even say that to somebody? Like,
I mean,
they
leaned
on you because they needed a friend. Why would you?
Exactly.
Call them out?
It was an excuse for her own behavior.
I don't like that. Oh my God, that just pissed me off.
It was an excuse for her own behavior, but it's fine.
You see, that's what we were talking about with the gaslighting.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You're trying to make it my fault because I was looking for a deeper friendship and connection.
Yeah,
how the that
when
wrong?
We were friends before?
Like how the
sense.
Okay.
But my point is that over time, it's gonna take some time, but you got this, girl.
Go to a workout class. Go to the same time.
Every week for 6 weeks and then report back.
Just to make sure that you're seeing the same people. You see them 2-3 times, be like, oh my God, girl, I love your workout set.
Yeah, where'd you get it?
What's your Instagram?
Or like, oh my God, girl, can you text me the link for that?
Or not even, you don't even have to do that. Just be like, oh my God, that was such a hard class. Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Or, oh my God, do you have like a pre-workout you recommend?
Yeah.
Obviously, like make it genuine. Don't be a weirdo, but.
Yeah. Listen, a compliment goes a long way.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, oh my God, your form was so good. Like, I'm trying to work up to that. And she's gonna be like, oh my God, thank you. And you can be like, what? Where'd you get your leggings? We're making up a whole scenario, but like for real.
Yeah, no,
and it's not fake at all because obviously,
and even if it takes like a few of those interactions, it builds.
It builds. Like It's really just the opening that's the scariest part.
The scariest part is the opening.
But guess what? You're in the same workout class. You're doing the same thing at the same time. So you already have things in common.
Yeah, I agree.
And you live in the same place. You already have things in common. Go for it.
You got this, girl.
Bring. Bo speaking. How may I help you? Why are we this corny?
I don't know, but
it's time for a bow.
It's time for a bow. So, Ashley, you have it?
Okay, we've got a story written.
If you guys do not remember bow, it's basically about those girls out there that think that they are the and they are like have all their life together. They look proper and cute, but they're just really Okay,
sometimes so you're just
all of the stories that we are telling are true. They may not be our stories. They may not be directly related to us, but they are true. So we're going to tell them as if somebody's writing them in, okay? Yes. Just so you know.
So we're going to tell them in the first person, but you don't know if it's my story, Carlene's story, one of our friends' stories, who the friend is. You don't know.
You don't know. We're not going to name names.
Because listen, we're both influencers. These are good stories to tell, but we're not trying to be messy. We're not trying to out nobody. We're not trying to that's how true it is. The dogs are barking. We're not trying to cancel nobody, name no names, nothing like that.
Yeah.
They're just good, funny stories that we want to tell.
And if the story's about you, maybe you should reevaluate yourself. Because you're
perspective.
Okay.
Oh, also, I just want to say this before we go into this week's bow. To all the man bringers out there, we still love you. We still love you. But I promise you, your man is not your protector or your comfort blanket at the CoverGirl lip gloss event.
Like, just please don't.
You don't need security at the CoverGirl event. I love you.
You
don't need security at Galentine's Day because a lot of girls were like, he's my protector. He's my comfort blanket. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep,
if you go get a blanket, girl. I don't see him.
If you don't just get a fucking pepper spray on your keychain and call it a day, leave that man at home.
We've already discussed this, but
we don't have to go into it.
We don't have to go into it, but like, you're wrong. Okay.
Yeah. I'll say this. Try it one time. Leave that man at home one time and see how you feel.
And you'll feel fine. I promise you, you will survive.
You'll survive.
All right. So
hit me with it, Carlene.
This is our bow story. So I'm going to say the story and then we're going to react to it. Okay. I'm scared.
Okay.
So I'm a plus size fashion influencer. One time I was at an event with some fellow plus size influencer friends. The event wasn't specifically for plus size fashion. So per usual, we were in a very small group of token big girls at the function. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. As we're talking, we notice that across the room, there's another plus size influencer just arriving and standing alone. So we mentioned to each other that whenever she walks by, we'll make it a point to introduce ourselves and invite her into our conversation so she doesn't feel left out or out of place or alone, since we're all very familiar with that feeling. Yeah, that. A few minutes later, she does walk by and we get to chatting. None of us had ever met her before, so it was nice to get to know someone new that we had so much in common with. The event had an open bar, of course, so I was on my fourth margarita
period
and of the night, and I realized, oh my God, I have to pee so bad in the middle of our conversation with our new friend. In the midst of realizing my bladder was full, AF, I kind of disassociated for a second and said, I'll be right back, and bolted to the bathroom. Also have been there.
Mm-hmm.
When I got back from the bathroom, my friends were all where I left them, but the new girl was no longer standing with them. And my friend says to me, dude, that was so awkward. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Thinking I just missed some tea while I was gone. Nope. My friend says, when she asked if you were pregnant. What?
No.
Huh? What the F did I miss? When did that happen? Apparently, I disassociated a little longer than I thought because I was completely missed her asking if I was pregnant. Okay. And my friend quickly trying to defuse the situation by saying, no, another one of our friends is, you must be thinking of her. My friend thought I jetted off to the bathroom to avoid the awkwardness of that interaction when I really was just drunk with a bladder. Full bladder. I think God
drunk
turned
with a bladder
off.
is crazy.
Drunk with a bladder. My bad. I think God turned off my ears in that moment because I truly don't know how I would have responded to a fellow plus size influencer asking the one thing no woman should ever ask any other woman, especially a plus size woman with a babyless belly. Also, I wasn't trash, but I was definitely holding a margarita and, in my opinion, visibly intoxicated. I've tried to think of any angle to give this girl the benefit of the doubt, but it's a tough one to excuse for sure. What a in a bow.
What a in a bow.
Wait, what?
Dude, there's so many things. Like,
that's awkward.
How are you holding a margarita and you asked that?
I feel like, okay, there's like honest mistakes.
Yes.
I've been with you and you made an honest mistake.
I don't even remember that mistake.
Okay, but like I've been with, like, there's honest mistakes. Like, because if you're having a conversation about like babies, like that makes it, oh my God, are you expecting? You know what I mean? Like, that's an honest mistake.
Yes. Like if the conversation like lends to it, maybe.
Yeah.
So I would love to know like what that conversation was.
What the hell?
But I don't know. What do you think? Like,
that sounds like tea. Or sorry, shade. Okay.
But would one plus size influencer shade another one like that? Like, that's crazy.
Okay, because it goes back to the thing of like people thinking that everybody's competition when in reality there's enough money for everybody, boo-boo.
Yeah, nobody follows one influencer.
No, literally. So like I think maybe in like a weird, like shady way she could have been saying something like that, or it's either that, it's like one of two options. It's either that or it was an honest mistake. I agree.
Honest mistake.
But if you disassociated in that situation, would you have remembered what everybody was talking about to begin with to even bring that up? Like,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like maybe
like
it was,
what even was the conversation for her
like
to
maybe,
go there?
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe somebody talked about the friend that was having a baby and like she was also disassociating at the time, or she was nervous because like I get nervous and really.
Well, I will say yes.
Yeah,
they did bring the girl into the group, so maybe she was nervous and just like, you know, like when you're nervous and you like ramble.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
And you just like, you're like, there can't be any silence because then it'll be more awkward.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
because she's
words.
She wasn't a part of the group to begin with.
Yeah.
So it could have been something like that too. Here's us trying to have the benefit of the doubt.
But I do understand getting your feelings hurt in that, because like you're never supposed to ask that question. Never. And especially like I guess it was like relayed from the friend, but it sounds like she just like came out and said it. And it's like, if you are gonna ask that question, it's like you tiptoe. Like
yeah,
you're like you lead up to it. You're like, wait.
Like, oh my God, girl, are you?
Wait. Yeah. Like you don't say the words. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then like you take a moment.
Like you don't say the words.
You see, okay, she has a margarita. Like obviously she's drunk. Like she's not pregnant.
I wonder if the girl that asked that was drunk too.
Yeah, that's another thing that I was thinking. Like maybe she's just drunk, because I say stupid shit all the time when I'm drunk. I don't even want to know what I said to Rachel last week when I was drunk.
When you're drunk, it's like you don't think twice about what you're about to say. It just comes out. You know.
I literally did. Remember when I screamed last week when I saw Shelby? You guys, I screamed.
Shelby Burt, we love you.
Shelby, I love you, and I'm so sorry. Literally, you guys, there's a room full of 300 people.
It wasn't that many people.
Yes, I'm pretty sure there was like 300 people.
It was
There was 3 long tables.
It was not 100 people at a table.
Okay, whatever. Okay, under 200 people.
It was like
under 150
It was a lot of people.
It doesn't matter. It was like over 100.
Yeah, it was a lot of people.
And Shelby, who lives in Nashville, came out to me, and I was drunk, and I was like, ah!
No, she screeched.
No, like I screeched. You guys, you could hear a pin drop for like a good 10 seconds, and everybody was like, oh, okay, nobody's dead.
It's
okay.
just Carlene.
Like, it's just Carlene. Okay, move on. But like, I was really drunk in that moment, and like, I don't get embarrassed. Like, I'm shameless. But in that moment, I was almost embarrassed.
Yeah, you were like, if I was a person that got embarrassed, I would be embarrassed right now.
Yes, exactly. I was like, should I be embarrassed? And then I was like, I'm too drunk. I don't care. But my point is maybe she, like, it was just like
word vomit kind of.
I hope that's what it is. Otherwise, my message to that girl is, chill the
Right?
Are you pregnant? How's your little bump? This is what I'm talking about. See?
Yeah, that's a really bad mistake. I don't think she necessarily meant it to be shady or mean, but
you just never know. And I do feel like girls in this industry, I've seen some crazy shit. Like I've seen some crazy stuff where like, oh my God, I didn't know who you were. Like, girl, like stop the madness.
No. So the
like,
girls that are like, oh my God, I'm blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you. Wait, what's your page? And you know full well that bitch has been liking. They've been watching all your stories and liking all your shit for months. I'm sorry. Just say, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah.
Again, it's that weird, awkward moment of just being like, hey, I'm so-and-so.
Listen,
I'm a huge fan or whatever.
I know what I said earlier about Rachel. I just wanted to make sure she felt comfortable just because of all of the like
that made more sense.
It's like
obviously.
current shit happening.
And
with
obviously
her
we just reacted.
So I just
to her.
wanted to make sure that she didn't feel uncomfortable that like everybody around her knew everything. So that's why I was like, I didn't make it known that I knew her. But listen, I am shameless. If I meet,
no, you really are.
If I meet somebody that I follow, I'm like, oh my God, so nice to meet you. I love your content. Like,
in a non-cringy way, obviously.
No, like
I'm saying, like, I've seen you meet celebrities and you're not cringe.
No, not even celebrities, other influencers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I have no problem being like, oh my God, girl, I follow you. I love your page.
Yeah,
like,
as you should, because at the end of the day,
listen, I've never had somebody come up to me and say that to me and been like, oh my God, this girl's weird. Never once.
Never once. Every time somebody comes up to me, I'm like, oh my God, why do you follow me? Are you sure? Did I not waste your time?
I'm just like, really? Oh my God, cool.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's coming from one of two places. It's either a place of
word vomit
or a place of shade and insecurity. And there is no way around that.
So I feel like if it's coming from a place of shade and insecurity, then they might have met her for the first time, but she knew who they were.
Oh yeah, that's probably, especially in the plus size fashion influencer.
It's
like
not very big.
It's very small, you guys. Like it's very small, and
like the story said, token big girls at the event. It's not too many of them.
Literally like 5.
Yeah,
max.
Yeah, at a big one, at a big event,
at a bigger event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, usually you're the only one,
literally, and now
sometimes you're a two for one. You're the diversity, and
I'm the token Latin, I'm the token Puerto Rican, and the token big girl. And I ain't even that big no more.
Okay, right? Shoot.
Like, if I am the token plus size girl, y'all need to do better because I'm barely plus size anymore, and we need a little bit more diversity in the room. Thank you so much. Bring the plus size girls. Bring the other Latin girls. Bring all the women of color. We need more diversity in events. I'm tired of showing up and being, listen, if I am the woman of color of the room, that's a problem.
Girl, you have no melanin. Look
at me. If I am the most ethnic person in the room, that's an issue.
I am black and I barely have any melanin. Okay.
No. Listen, brands, this is a side quest. Brands, we need to step it up with the diversity at events, because
I feel like it's going backwards.
Oh, 100%.
No, it's going backwards for sure.
100%.
I saw a larger dinner last week at New York Fashion Week, and I literally counted like maybe 2 or I'm talking like, when I say diversity, I'm talking like, yeah, like either, you know,
women of
shape,
color,
shape or ethnicity.
Yeah.
I saw maybe like 3,
and
I'm like, noted.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's actually a big thing.
Circling back, I just want to make sure, like, you guys, like, I hate when people say, oh, it's community over competition, and then they act the exact opposite, and they act like everything's a competition, or that you're copying them, or this and that, blah, 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 blah. But
we're not reinventing the wheel. We're putting on clothes and sharing our outfit with the internet. We're not reinventing the wheel.
It's not that serious.
None of us have ever done anything brand new to the internet. Be so for real. If you're going to say that somebody's copying you, make sure your aesthetic isn't just beige.
Okay.
Please make sure you're
oh my God, like that beige lawsuit that's happening still.
Oh my God.
We need to do it. We need to do a follow up on that.
Well,
wait, we haven't even. Yeah, that
might
could
be next week's.
That could be.
That should be next week's.
Yeah, that should be.
I'm tired.
Oh my God, that should be. Okay, yeah. So
I'm
more to come on that.
Tired.
I'm tired.
Of you're copying me. I gotta block you so you didn't see my shit because you're like,
especially the ones that came up after. Like, if you're not an OG, I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to say that like, oh, you're better than me or whatever. Girl, get off the damn internet.
Like,
do you know how the internet works?
It's just so. And
if you use that emoji, I can use that emoji. If that's available for me to purchase, I can purchase it too.
I can't even get.
If this is a shade that I can use of red that is on this mic, I can also use it.
Listen,
I'm confused.
It's just one of those things where it's like, how are you going to call yourself an influencer if you're pissed that you're influencing people?
Literally. Get over yourself. Like, anyway, that girl should also get over herself.
No, but it's just one of those things where
land the plane.
Listen. What's your thought, Rebecca?
1 second.
We're passing the mic to Rebecca. She has a thought. She's thinking. I'm worried.
I'm thinking, be afraid. Okay. Now, what if the girl thought that she was somebody else and then was like genuinely concerned, like, why is she drinking a margarita?
Oh,
why is she drinking? I thought that she was pregnant. What happened?
Like, she brought it up, like, get that fucking drink out of your hand. Aren't you pregnant?
Get it out of her hand.
Okay, well,
that's
then
a good point.
I would say yes, but that would also be shady because, okay, what the fuck?
Now you're shaming me for drinking while pregnant. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, but no, there's that. But also, what if she had a miscarriage? And that's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so still shady is the consensus. Still shady. Okay.
Still shady.
Still shady.
You're still
a bow.
And a bow.
And that is bow.
In a bow.
In a bow. We got to get our harmonies together.
Seriously. We should record songs and then they could just like play.
Absolutely not.
Okay, anyway.
Carlene wants to show you guys our outfit of the day.
I know we keep forgetting. We keep forgetting every single time, but
we've only had one episode and we did it.
I know that's true, but like it's at the end, so now we just have to constantly do it at the end because I have OCD and it is what it is. Okay, so this is our outfit of the day. Yes, we're matching again. We have leggings. Ashley's our Halara from TikTok shop, I'm assuming, and this is from Aerie. Okay, how cute is this little like? I don't even know. It's adorable. A little cherry moment. We'll link it on our LTKs. Okay.
Thank you. Love you. That's the OTD.
That's the OOTD. Cozy vibes. But yeah, go ahead.
Carlene, do you have the CoStar app?
I do because I think you made me download it.
Yes, because
let me make sure it's downloaded.
I love me a horoscope.
Okay,
I'm that girl that's like, what time are you born to find out your rising sign?
Not mine, like literally logged out. Let me log it back in. But we should tell them our sign, like what we are, just in case they're into it.
Yes.
Why is it saying?
Okay, while she does that, I will tell you guys my big three. I am a Sagittarius sun, Taurus moon, Virgo rising. My Venus is in Capricorn. And
good Lord.
What's the other big one?
What else?
It's like your big five.
Big five?
Yes.
I thought there's only 3.
No. And
where do I see this?
My Mars is in Cancer. I think that's the one.
Wait, where do I find that?
Chart.
Okay,
You're
okay.
literally on it.
Okay, so tell the people, because girl, I don't know.
Okay. Carlene is a Taurus sun, Aries moon, and a Scorpio rising. This
doesn't it all make sense, you guys? I'm so spicy.
Her Venus sign is in Taurus, which makes sense. You are a relationship girly.
That's true.
And your Mars is in Cancer, like.
Oh my God.
Wait, is it? Yeah.
Is that why I cry?
No, that's why we're both. It's the planet of aggression. That's why we're both so aggressive.
Wait, what? I thought Cancers were known to cry. My mom's a Cancer. She cries all the time. Love you, Mom. They are. You know what? No, they're
let me read it.
They're tough.
Your Mars is in Cancer, meaning you assert yourself in a way that is emotional and somewhat passive aggressive, and you push things forward only when you feel safe and secure. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay,
for the both of us.
Fair.
I think that's why we click so much.
Probably.
I will say this: all of the women I've met in my life that I've immediately clicked with and end up having like really long, good friendships with were Tauruses.
I mean, because we're the shit.
Yeah. I have one ex-best friend that's a Taurus, but that was like when I was really, really, really young.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we immediately clicked and we were like sisters.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So then.
Anyway, so we're going to tell you guys
our CoStar.
Because you know how if you don't have the CoStar app, get it. It gives you like a daily.
Wait, can people,
update.
is yours Super Ashley 127?
Is it? I don't know.
Is it what's
yeah?
Okay, and mine's Queen Carlene, so you guys can follow
us on CoStar, Super Ashley 127 and Queen Carlene, like everywhere else. It gives you like a little blurb every day, and me and Rebecca like to do this every day.
Wait, does it give you one for like the week?
No, it's every day.
Well, I want a week one.
No, stupid. Wait, but go to home. Okay, so my CoStar says you don't have to be cool all the time.
Yeah, stop putting on your lip gloss.
My lips are dry. Okay. And my do's, it says do fallacies.
Okay.
Mood rings and morning rituals.
It's giving that you're kind of all over the place is what it sounds like.
And I need to like be grounded.
And you need to ground yourself.
Figure out how I'm feeling.
Yes, that's what it's giving. Okay.
It says don't tune out fake smiles and polka dots.
I mean, you should never do polka dots, but
polka dots are always a don't.
You have tuned out a lot today. You're kind of in your own world. You're just aloof. Yeah, like ground yourself, center yourself.
Okay.
But, I mean, the day's almost over.
So the only thing about this that's confusing me is it says do fallacies, which is like lies, right?
Yeah.
Don't fake smiles. So like I'm supposed to lie but not fake smile?
Maybe like fallacies as in like... That's kind of weird.
Right? So it's like maybe tell little white lies, but not in terms of like how you're feeling. Tell little white lies to tell your true feelings.
Because there's so many different fallacies.
Yeah.
So a fallacy is an illogical argument that uses faulty reasoning or irrelevant points.
Okay. So you know what that's giving? It's giving Delulu is the Salulu.
Oh my God, which makes sense because that was your topic. Wait, full circle. So we should be more like Onijah.
We should be Delulu as long as it's not bringing a fake smile. We need to Delulu our way to the real happiness.
I love it.
That's what my co-star is saying, and I believe that.
Okay, I love it.
Your turn.
Mine says talking proves what you know, but listening proves that you're open to learning something new.
That is such good advice for you.
Whatever. Okay.
Miss, I'm always right.
I mean, I usually am, but anyway. Do cartwheels.
Don't do that.
I've never done a cartwheel in my life.
Me neither.
Boombox.
Okay.
Loud music, I guess. And choreography.
Do they want you to start a dancing TikTok?
I don't know. Or maybe just like our intro was my choreography because that's as far as we're going. And don't do private jokes, dramatizations, or second guessing. Hence, reiterating that I'm always right the first time.
Private jokes. Listen, we're sharing all our jokes with you today.
Yeah,
so that's
honestly, I don't feel like we had any private jokes in this entire episode.
No, we're sharing all the jokes.
Okay, dramatizations. I mean, I'm always dramatic, so.
We're always dramatic, but we're not really like, you're not dramatizing anything more than it is. Like,
yeah,
if it's dramatic, it's dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, you're not like slicing it, you know?
You guys, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then second guessing. I do second guess myself a lot.
You're not today, though. You're good.
No, I'm good. Okay. That's it.
That's our co-star.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There's one for together.
Oh, my God. What does it say?
It says
it.
Oh.
What?
It's not good, guys.
It says you and Carlene have trouble getting on the same page. No, we actually have been feeling that today.
You and Ashley often feel at a loss to understand each other. Often? That is a lie.
That's not true.
You try to win emotions while Ashley prefers asking questions and answering them. Sharing deepest fears builds vulnerability and trust.
No, that makes sense. Because literally yesterday I was telling you things and you were like, guys, I need love right now. You're being so harsh. And I'm like, just answer my question.
She was being a little mean.
And I was like, but I'm literally just asking you a question.
But I just needed a little bit of love.
That checks out. I love you.
I love you too. Oh my God, did we just finish our second episode?
Yay! Okay.
What the
Drama
hell?
Dose episode 2. This one was fun.
That was fun.
A little drunker than the last.
I think it's because we
we feel more comfortable now.
We feel more comfortable. We know how to work the equipment.
And guess what? When we feel comfortable, we ramble. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if this was a long one, I'm not sorry because you just got the best entertainment ever. If you guys are watching on YouTube, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification, and
give us a thumbs up.
Drop a little comment. And then if you guys are listening on
Spotify or Apple Podcasts,
give it a little 5 stars.
5 stars. Leave us
if you loved it. I mean, if you hated it, then just DM us.
So that you're the first to know when the episode drops. We're here every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday until further notice.
And follow us on Instagram at The Drama Dose.
All right.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.